Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers. Welcome to another edition of Airy Sky Rita Lee. I'm Rita. Welcome to Coffee Time with Rita, the morning edition. So I woke up this morning feeling pretty damn refreshed. And I, of course, decided to check my email this morning, and my email looked pretty bad. And I said to Sister Pee Wee last night, she's sending me pillows, with her gold heart. She sent me pillows, and what happened? Apparently, this morning's vulgarity, which I won't go into because I love Pee Wee dearly, is another delay. Last night's delay was Maryland, rain. Today's thing is something else. So I'm using StreamYard this morning in case anyone like Dan or Mark or Chris want to join this morning's morning edition. I'm answering Sister Pee Wee. So, anyways, Pee Wee was basically, let's just say, it was entitled to use foul language this morning, which, I'm having my morning coffee. So, Sister Pee Wee used some vulgarity, which is she's entitled to due to the fact that, she's very angry. And she's entitled to it. So, this morning, I want to talk to you all about what's going on in the world. So last night I spent 7 hours on YouTube, probably total 10. This morning I woke up and I like my morning edition more than I like my night edition. My night edition kind of sucks, literally. And last night's food shortage was pretty pretty bad. My rash has gone away pretty much due to the fact that I had to rotate out clothes. Basically, between sweaty clothes and stuff like this, people say, "Oh, what's the weather supposed to be like?" Well, it's supposed to be cloudy today, but the morning edition means coffee time with me and no talking about anything else. So, anywho, everything should be working just fine. I'm on. Chris, of course, and Mark is this morning's edition, Mark should be on. Usually Mark comes and goes, but last night, So while we're talking, okay, of the morning edition, and this is about anything, I want to tell you a story last night, right? So last night I get off of YouTube. I was talking to Gabby and Tara Jane. Now, Chloe, of course, I knew I was talking to Gabby, because it's Gabby, but she thought it was apartment manager Gabby, not Gabby. And Tara, she thought it was Tara J. She thought it was her ex roommate, so she was gonna basically get into the snake pit with that one due to the fact that she already barbecued her, um, her barbecued her ex roommate. So last night, right, Chloe, being a ditz as she always is, turns around and decides she wants to use marinara sauce with hot breadsticks. Spaghetti sauce that I like heated, right? So what does she do? She turns around and she opens the jar and she goes and does whatever, right? Now, remember last night I was complaining? Oh, yes, I told her. Get right there, see? I told her to, all you do is reheat it. Tomato paste jar. The sauce goes pretty fast once you open it, so might pay for her to make a goulash with that meat. She's got some elbow macaroni. She can make a goulash. Feels like I got bit in the back of my neck by a spider or something. I don't know. Excuse me for a second. I want to see if I can look at this temporarily. Basically, I can't, so I'm going to have to do two things this morning. Little science here. Okay, so like I said, it's morning coffee with Rita, and because you guys are not around, I'm going to check on this. All right, so Chloe gave me this compact for washing it in the kitchen for whatever reason. I keep it clean, so I only use it, when Chloe's being a real pain in the ass and stuff. She wants to tie up in it, everything. But anyways, it's not about talking about Chloe this morning much. So last night, I get done with my YouTube, right? And Chloe, of course, turns around. She says, "Wow, I didn't know what you do, right? I don't know what you're doing. Well, I don't know either, Chloe. Tell me, what am I doing, right? Well, I got breakfast coming up in 2 days. I finally turned to the son of a bitch last night after I got off. I said, if I don't see any fucking receipts and I find my card's been violated, I'm pressing charges. She's like, I said, don't think I won't do it. Oh, well, your former friends are pushing you. No, I'm not letting a fucking thief fucking live here. I mean, literally, I finally had enough, right? So, anyways, while I'm sitting here, and I said, I don't deal with fucking me, narcissistic son of a bitches anymore, right? Anyways, I said, in the morning when I wake up, it's my fucking coffee and private time. Not fucking you coming out here and do what you want time, right? So, I said last night, I'm not dealing with this, right? And, like this morning, I made a joke to Pee Wee about last night how I told Pee Wee last night, in a video, we were talking about FedEx. I said, look, Pee's been monitoring this FedEx thing, right? But she gave me the tracking number. I want to look myself. I actually want to look myself because I want to know why the fuck they're an exception to the fucking delivery. That's the thing. Someone's fucking delaying her FedEx tracking. She sent me the tracking number. Oh, so I can actually track it from here. Delayed. So it came from Hagerstown, Maryland, right? So it basically is stolen. Looks like it's fucking stolen. Let me see about this. Okay. It says update pending delivery initially expected Monday. Now it's saying no one knows. Shipment facts. So apparently she sent one box FedEx from Walmart, I assume. Weather delay was yesterday, and see, there you go. Weather delay. It says, I'm going to look up something. Sometimes you got to do the Google search, See, so all it's saying is there's a delivery delay from Ukraine, Belarus, and so forth. All right, so apparently, hold on. I'm looking for something. Okay. Do we even remember where it was coming from? Let me look. It was coming. Oh, Hagerstown, right? It was coming from Haggers in Baltimore, but it doesn't show anything from Baltimore. So apparently, the entire eastern seaboard. If you read this, I'm gonna basically send this to Pee Wee because I'm helping Pee Wee out this morning. I love Pee Wee dearly, and it's my job. I'm gonna put question mark. Yeah, I did some work this morning for Sister Pee Wee because Sister Pee Wee and I were talking about um, a few things. Now, I just sent her an email with the information, the links to FedEx's own website about weather, right? Now, you guys can just sit there and say, oh, well, but the truth is, I love Pee Wee dearly. And I just sent Pee Wee a message about FedEx. Pee Wee will get it. And it basically is saying for 2 days there's thunderstorms. So unless the government has a deal where they're going to start delaying shipments, FedEx is the worst company in the world. In some ways, I prefer UPS. I mean, Amazon even updated me this morning saying my one order might be 2 months out due to the fact of supply and demands. Thing is if you pay with food stamps, can't deliver it, they have to refund. But they think that they could just jerk me around because everything else is too expensive. But they claim this is the thing. Amazon claims that they can deliver within 3 days, right? For here, where I live. Fortunately, Pee Wee and I both know that's not true because it's Wednesday. They ship it now, we won't see till Monday minimum, and then they'll push it back to whatever because our processing warehouses are at 40% and we're backlogged. You know what? I think Amazon's doing this to save on shipping too. I'm thinking of it. Amazon uses their own planes and stuff, right? But if they go, oh, see what they're gonna do is they're gonna take all my items that I bought, right? Go through see what they do is they go through the expiration date, make sure I get the shittiest 2 weeks out before it all goes bad because I bought stuff in bulk, right? They'll throw it in a box and send it to me, and then when they send it to me, what happens? I'll get it, and it'll be needed to be eaten up in like 4 to 6 weeks minimum, due to the fact the son of the bitches they're basically cutting corners, right? So what's going on is I now wait for Sister Pee Wee to get back to me by email about this, you know. So Pee Wee, of course, sent me the link for her FedEx thing, and my thing is looking at the weather. It's just saying heavy rains, right? Apparently, FedEx, of course, is using So basically, FedEx is struggling with labor shortages. So basically, I was looking at, you know, what's going on in, you know, the weather department. So basically, the weather department, I sent Pee Wee this link to the weather, and it is fucking stupid. It's like heavy rains. So FedEx now delays things with heavy rain, right? I mean, literally, to the people viewing, welcome, welcome. I mean, literally, I just sent her a link to this thing about Wayne. I mean, back in the day, the postal service used to say, rain, sleet, hail, we will deliver your mail. Even snow, they deliver. But, and, some of these postal workers would wear fucking shorts when they were delivering the mail in the summertime. I mean, in the winter time. Shorts. I've seen male people wear shorts, with their little stocky legs in the wintertime. And yet, these guys are the pros at the mail. And yet, you turn around and you get a woman like me and like Pee Wee, who's, we're both beautiful, and all of a sudden I'm sending you a gift, and it's like, okay. And then last night I said to Tara Jane Gabby, that me and Pee Wee have bad luck. I mean, yesterday it was delayed by rains. Today it's delayed by rains. I mean, I'm sorry, but you can't trust fucking FedEx for anything. I mean, literally, I made the joke last night that it'd probably be pinched between freaking rain delays and something else, or the box got completely wet in the contents. I mean, they're pillows, right? What if the water absorbed the box absorbed the plastic absorbed the pillow, and the pillow becomes soggy, and they're all panicking. They're like, oh, we'll do a permanent exception. So, Pee Wee can order more once I mean, no one knows what the hell's going on. FedEx, they don't want to pay, so they'll basically be like, oh, yeah, and they'll throw it in the trash or whatever. I've heard people say that their packages were thrown in the trash in a FedEx stop, and they had to, FedEx eventually paid, but it was like fighting tooth and nail. And then they said, oh, yeah, we put it in the trash because it was something that has cloth and it. I mean, I love Pee Wee dearly, and Pee Wee shouldn't be stressing over this delivery right now. She should be focused on something more. I mean, look, let me tell you what happened to me last night, right? I could stress all about packages too. So, we know Amazon's going to screw you over on food deliveries. So, I'll tell you. So, basically, what happened, right? So, basically, what happened, right? Is Amazon turned around, right? And they turn around and they guarantee delivery Friday, right? And then, they sit there and they delay it. And then, they delay till Monday or Tuesday and they say, oh, we're backlogged, right? You send in a complaint to the Attorney General of the state of Washington over it. They'll go straight, you show them how you paid with screenshots, and they'll turn around and say, this person's not getting their food. You're allowing them to go hungry. And, several states are literally trying to get Amazon stripped of their EBT status due to the fact that they can't deliver. And, they're like, always keep food on hand just in case so the people don't go hungry. Because they want to fucking sit there and say, oh, this isn't important. This is non-essential. Your food's non-essential. And if they wait, sit 3 months, they give you the bad stuff. And then, or they turn around and a rubber stamp, order fulfilled, and you wait 6 weeks due to the fact that the problem is they don't have it in stock because supply and demand, and then they turn around and they're like, oh, well, we don't have it in stock. And it's like, well, if you don't have it in stock, you can't sell it. And they're like, well, we're Amazon. We can get away with it. I mean, and then Amazon gets in trouble. I mean, think of it from that point of view. I mean, literally, and being stuck in a place where, Amazon's great for grocery shopping at Walmart. I mean, I'm not going to be going through Walmart this morning unless I can get my grubby hands on some Walmart stuff. So, I mean, like Amazon's bringing in cases and cases, but they're backlogged. I mean, literally, Amazon got the best of me when it came to a couple items. And the thing is, if they can't deliver by Friday, then they're in trouble because they can't. I mean, literally, and I mean, 3-day delivery, and the problem is it won't be shipped today. It won't be delivered Friday. That's the thing they did. They basically suck on it until they think they can deliver. Then they push it back, and then they say, "Oh, we don't have it in stock." But then, a lot of people are getting punished because of using Amazon. Due to the fact that they're ordering and their shipping getting. Now, Pee Wee, of course, loves Walmart, but I went through Amazon because Walmart was sold out. That was the thing that upset me the most is Walmart was sold out. Everything I wanted sold out. I mean, people are getting their food stamps between 6/1 and 6/10 here in the state. So, so I was looking for this, right? One of the things I ordered was this. Fortunately, it says it may not be able to be delivered. So basically, it says unless I want to use Walmart Plus, I'm not allowed to use Walmart Plus because I'm not signed up. But it's saying currently everything's pick up for what I want right now. I'm looking it up. So technically, my point is I had to go through Amazon. And I went through Amazon this morning, and because I went through Amazon this morning, there's a delay. And I know this morning is this morning, and this is the morning edition. So, but I never even got to tell you my story this morning. Besides talking about Pee Wee's delay and the pillow delay, and how it could be sopping wet in a box somewhere, and they just threw it in the trash. To the fact that they don't want to accept, and put in exemption, hoping Pee Wee would contact them, and then they, I mean, literally, in my opinion, FedEx shouldn't even be in business for the United States. If they're taking too many rain days off, I mean, literally. They're unionized, that's one thing, but bad weather should not be able to give you jobs. I mean, people are going to lose money unless they found a way to cut corners. The days they don't pay people for bad weather, and they get out making a profit. And that means everyone else suffers. You see? To me, I won't trust FedEx unless I have to. Now, you guys are wondering this morning, a couple of things. I gotta check my Discord. Which I don't usually do in the mornings, but I only go to Discord to check on my Discord channel for on the phone, like I am right here, right? I use this as a tablet. I don't use a smartphone for, some people like Tara J or Gabby. I use this as a smartphone. What's new? I don't care what's new. Uh, there. All right. Uh, there. So, anyways, being in charge, sometimes I wonder what uh, let me see. Pee Wee was just emailing me. Yeah, so Pee Wee emailed me and said she decided to order large king size pill instead of queens. I didn't know they had sizes. I thought they were all standard, like hotel size. But anyways, Pee Wee turned around and Pee Wee, Sister Pee Wee emailed me and she said that she was upset. She ordered them, and I made a joke. She didn't have to get the pillow. She could have just canceled it. I would have used my current pillows. My thing is, I love Pee Wee dearly, and she's done too much for me as it is, But my thing is, um, can you believe that? Fucking half the website doesn't want to fucking work. Okay. So I had to ask Pee Wee in an email what's going to happen because I don't know what's going to happen with this. She just said I canceled the order and ordered king size something. So technically, it's confusing this one. I mean, literally, I wouldn't have canceled it. I would have basically wrote it out, because I would have basically been really pissed at FedEx. That's a real good way to basically screw over someone too. You fucking sit there, right? Now, I'm not the type of person that goes and screws people over, but I'll tell you what I would do. Besides having my morning coffee with you guys, is I would turn around and tell you my opinion, right? And it goes like this. My opinion is, I think that if you're going to screw over a company like FedEx, you basically time how long it takes for delivery. And then you put in the right thing of action, right? So, for example, if you ordered something, say in May, right? Sometime in May, like Pee Wee did, and then you wait for it to ship, and then it says shipping, yada yada yada. Then it starts delayed. I would have wrote this out, right? If it says delivered at 6/6 and then the original delivery was 6/10 and it didn't get delivered by 6/10, I would have sat in the command chair and waited till the cows came home. Literally, I would have waited like it's nothing, okay? Basically, I would have waited to the point of if it took 3 weeks or the order was completely destroyed or whatever, FedEx lost it, I would have waited. And then I would have turned around and said, "This is a shithole company on a review. This company is so shitty. You can't trust them because they damage packages. They throw packages. They're getting to the point where postal people and FedEx deliveries." Uh, mm, Sorry, everyone. I'm replying to Pee Wee this morning. She said she sent me better pillows, and I said thanks. Sis, I'm live, but on a side note, I just said, since she's not watching this, that I would, because I'm texting her, I would literally turn around um, and I would literally turn around and file a complaint. Literally file a complaint. Due to the fact that I would file literally a complaint over FedEx. So let's go and discuss business. I would have waited. I mean, I would have waited to pounce. Okay. I'm waiting for Pee Wee's reply on an email. Let's go see if we got any comments this morning. My niece likes to call me Ultimate Prime. Yeah, okay, that's cool. Good morning. I mean, you know. And as you all know, I'm in StreamYard, so I have more control over things. I haven't paid the $25 yet. I'm trying this morning to see how long it's going to take Chris or Mark to realize I'm on StreamYards this morning. You see, StreamYards, if anyone's not on StreamYards, and then we know StreamYards is a failure due to the fact that people. So Pee Wee turned around and said she bought some pillows, and she's canceling the other thing. The thing is somehow I have a feeling someone stole them or the weather destroyed them. Because in my opinion is they don't just give 2-day delay for rain. If the postal service can deliver all your mail in. And again, I didn't get to tell you the story I was going to tell you this morning. So. And, I don't think I'm rude to any of you. Pee Wee, if you're watching this, I'm not rude to Black Jesus. I just don't want to give a shit this morning over my coffee about something, and the niece said. Frankly, I don't think people have superpowers. I mean, I'm as everyone calls me, Pee Wee, prophet, but that's because I had the prophecy of Kamala Harris Biden. I mean, the good Lord said this, and now I'm sitting back waiting to see what happens with the election. People are saying it's going to either go either or. Chloe's like, oh, wait, the thing, but this isn't about Chloe. So last night I keep forgetting about my story. So answering emails this morning while having coffee is a different story. And I leave my StreamYard on temporarily so I can run to the toilet anyways because. But last night I didn't eat anything except for. Oh, I didn't eat anything, did I? No, I didn't. So last night I didn't eat anything, all right? Because I've had coffee and stuff. And so the story goes that last night, Chloe leaves for the emergency room, as everyone knows. Black Jesus was like, oh, they should have kept her. They weren't going to keep her overnight due to the fact that they've said it was musculoskeletal. However, it is odd. Chloe basically left the bathroom door on and left her own door on. But you know what? She's fine. I told her time and time again she'll be alive. She ain't dead. I, of course, was so damn tired last night. She's not, I mean, we don't know. She'll probably stir in a couple hours. It'd be like, oh, yeah. You see, the thing is, she took a nap last night. And so when she got up, she went straight to her game. And then because she had her game, she probably figured I was sleeping all night, so she could sit there and beat the meat stick and do whatever else, not beat the meat stick, whatever else she does in her room. I mean, literally. So technically, the problem or as Tara J and Gabby knows, the invisible clitoris. Yeah, they claim they have an invisible clitoris and they have female orgasms when they masturbate. So, just to let you guys know, including Black Jesus and Pee Wee, if you guys are watching, Tara J and Gabby's been with me since 2016. So, technically, they've come and go off and on. We had a few problems back in the day because of Chloe, but the problem is they came back. They saw the Rita show still up and running after all these years. Even though most of the gang is split almost 6 years ago, we used to be a moderating team, between Jessica Brooks, who got banned from calling the cops on me, which I don't think Tara J and Gabby knew the whole story. Then you had Misty, who wanted facial femme so bad to pass because it looked like a autistic person who wore flannel shirts that wanted to be a trucker. I mean, we had a big bunch of characters, Then you had Tara J, the gamer. Then you had Gabby, the gamer. You had Rita, the gamer. I don't even remember who else. Oh, you had Vestara, who's like Paige, goes by Paige. But, apparently they are blind. So I don't know what happened to them, I asked last night. But, we had a whole bunch of gang members. And, then there was, But the thing is, we got rid of people, too. I mean, people that want to challenge me, the thing is, but no one follows my videos. They're like 7 hours long anyway, so it's fine. My family will do it. I think my family won't even follow a 3-hour movie. So, anyways, back to my story, because I do want to get this out of the way this morning. Is last night I got done, right? And Gabby and Tara J was tired, so Gabby's in like the Carolinas, Tara J's in Kansas. Last time I checked, and so they came in because Chloe's like, "Ooh, yeah, they're spying on a big deal. Maybe they want to be friends. Maybe they just want to check in, see what the hell's going on. Same old, same old." Chloe's basically a garbage head. So Chloe went to the ER last night, comes back, and then I told Chloe last night when I got off the video, I said, if I find any charges on my card that are fraudulent, I'm pressing charges against you because I want my fucking receipt. She's like, I said, don't start with me. I said, I don't even know my balance because you keep fucking taking my phone, you little thief. Well, Chloe turned around like, and by the way, my phone's a flip phone, so, I finally had enough, this morning. But yeah. So I had enough this morning. It fell on the floor. I think I left it there last night. And in fact, I didn't know. So basically, the buttons are bubbling out on this, right? So I basically turned around, right? See? My phone. So anyways, I said, give me phone. Chloe's trying to steal this from me, right? Literally, I said, give me my phone. So she did. She's like, but you can't Google Voice. It doesn't matter. The fucking government pays me for this phone. You're only allowed to use it when you're at the fucking grocery store. And I said, you owe me fucking money. I said, the electric bill's going to turn us off. And when it does, I'm not going to feel bad because you won't fucking pay your bill, you son of a bitch. I'll just go to the advocate. You know what the advocate said? They wouldn't help Chloe. Fucking Chloe's the last fucking woman on earth. Because they think Chloe's a selfish, narcissistic son of a bitch. And I'll tell you the story behind that, right? So I have an advocate meeting coming up 2 days from now for breakfast at 8:30 in the morning. So I have to do the breakfast, right? So, of course, Chloe's not invited because Chloe doesn't have any money and Chloe thinks everyone owes her. What's this box here? Oh, okay. So basically, Chloe turns around and she yeah, so Chloe's turns around, and she's getting mad. But the thing is, I'm putting the pressure on her. I'm not gonna let fucking her be a thief. That's the thing. So last night she was all, oh, and she found out it was Tara Jane Gabby. She was like, and it was like, the problem with it, right, was she didn't say much. She's just like, that's why you were asking about Paige, I don't know them as Vistar, okay? So basically, they turned around, and they were furious. They were just like, and I, of course, am sitting there half out of it, right? I just got off a 7-hour and whatever video, right? I was doing a YouTube vid for so long that I was tired. I was tired. And then I tell that little cocksucker to fucking fix the wheel. They're so more importantly interested in their games and fixing anything. They don't care about anyone but themselves, That's the fucking problem. I mean, Tara J and Gabby warned me 4 years ago after surgery that they were going to destroy my genitals because they made me work. I was supposed to have like 100 feet or 50 steps a day and work my way up. Said I was walking too much due to the fact that I had to, So I'm looking for content right now due to the fact that, these guys knew what was going on a long time ago, right? So let me just see. 7 hours and 50 minutes. Yeah, food rationing. See, 70 views. I mean, literally 70 views. This is the morning edition, And the morning edition is different. And you know what I like about the morning edition? I'll tell you. Because I was telling a couple people last night through email, a couple of my moderators, that I'm glad that we don't have someone like for example, Black Jesus. Black Jesus came on, said something about their niece. Good for your niece. Good for you. Problem with me is if I'm not going to have a decent conversation with comments, we've decided we're going to remove them because we find the comments to be not part of the topic strand. Basically, which means we will be removing them due to the fact that no one cares about certain issues. Like the food shortage problem. Yeah, we have a problem with food shortage. We need to talk about that. We need to talk about how FedEx is stealing things. I mean, literally, more likely Pee-wee's package was stolen, right? Fortunately, the problem is we have to decide what to discuss. Fortunately, this morning is all for one for all. Unfortunately, I, for one, think we need to look at the big picture here. And the big picture is, well, big picture. And you say, oh, well, what is the big picture? The big picture is simple, okay? The big picture is I turned on StreamYards, okay? Literally, I turned StreamYards on. You could sit there and say, okay, and don't you get it? I turned StreamYards on, which means StreamYards on. Now, if Chris or Mark want to join me, they can. Tara J wants to, they can, or Gabby can. The point is I'm here this morning, okay? And if the 20 hours is used up because these, no offense, okay, I'm going to say this in a negative light, that my moderators who lives live sit there and bitch to me like, oh yeah, we want to stream yards, but we can't do it. That's because you guys didn't even fucking try. You didn't email me with, oh, when's your time France? You just come to me and on YouTube, and you go to YouTube and you literally post in the comments, what Discord, or StreamYard, right? We have a Discord page for people to post comments and to comment and to give suggestions and feedback and to coordinate with me on this channel when we have the on the Discord. You see? So while you sit there, I don't know why this tooth's giving me trouble this morning. Didn't eat anything last night. Okay. So, you turn around and I can say this with love, okay? You got these people that are like boot jacks, right? They're literally like hill jacks, right? Boot jacks, hill jacks. They basically turn around and they bitch to me about why they can't get, why? What the fuck? I just said fucking this is garbage. How many fucking times am I gonna fucking delete this shit? So they turn around and, they say, oh, well, we need to corner. We have Discord. We have email. We have the Google. We have um, all these different, connections to communicate, to use StreamYards. And yet you're not doing it. You're bitching to me that I'm not willing to pay the $25 for you guys to have unlimited service. I mean, look. My channel is for all, yes, but I'm not paying after the 20 hours is used. This is why we're testing it this morning for the free service. Now, if no one wants to use the free service and you want the pay service, then what's the point? I'm giving you a window of opportunity. Where am I? Morning editions right here. Fortunately, I'm loving it because we got 0 people watching, so I can disappear for a while if I need to and use the restroom. Due to the fact that you guys don't realize that. Yeah, I called some of you boot jacks and hill jacks. I'm calling the ones that boot jacks and hill jacks are the ones that want StreamYard, yet they don't want to pay for StreamYard. You see where I'm going with this? The point I'm calling it, okay, is this. If anyone wants StreamYard, you have the option to email me and ask for the code right now. Fortunately, that's why I'm here. Now, if Mark doesn't show up, Chris doesn't come up, and they find I use StreamYard, they're going to be angry at themselves. But you know what? The problem is I decided to do StreamYard for 2 reasons. One is to use up the free hours so I don't have to have people bitching to me about, oh, how come you're paying for StreamYard? Because I don't want to pay for StreamYard because I don't see you fucking. Chris and I had a deal one time that he would pay the first month. We utilize it all the time, but as soon as we ran out of hours for the following month, I didn't want to renew it because I didn't want to renew it. And so I didn't renew it. Give me a second. I got to use the restroom. So I didn't renew it, and guess what happens? Well, there you go. Okay. Higgins says jiggle the chain. Okay. Okay, everyone. Sorry for the delay. I'm back. Higgins always says jingle the chain. You know how he is. He's like jiggle the chain, jiggle the chain. I saw the cutest thing the other day on Instagram. Basically, it was a dog saying, you ain't gonna see my money jingle, and it shows the dog jiggling his butts and then the dog wearing like fake, non realistic looking boobs jiggling, going jingle, jiggle, jiggle. It was just the funniest thing in the world. It was like, you ain't seeing me jiggle, and oh, good morning, Pee Wee. I didn't recognize you there. Let's see what Pee Wee says. I had to order you some pillowcases to go with larger pillows that came in a set of 2 pillows. So even though actually, sis, I use 2 pillows. I don't share my pillows. I'm stingy. Chloe stole one of my pillows, and I told the son of a bitch to go buy their own pillows. Chloe ain't going to be stealing anything from me because I'll basically give them a royal ass thumping if they steal from me. I already told them last night I was going to press charges against them if I find any false charges on my card. I mean, literally last night to find out Tara J and Gabby came back into the picture. They're like, yeah, Tara J and Gabby are one of those people that's known me since like 2016 after hubby died. They came in and learned it, wanting to know about breast surgery and everything else. So, so basically, anyway, let's switch to the pillowcases, match your sheets, same. And oh, yeah, Chloe was feeling the sheets last night. She was sitting in my chair and she's like, oh, wow, this is so nice. And I'm going, buy your own sheets. Well, what brand? Here it is. Buy your own sheets, but, So, anyways, I wanted to say welcome, Pee Wee. It's good to see you on the morning edition. Yeah, well, I won't share my pillows. I mean, I have two. I got hubby's pillows. I got my pillows. I got hubby's body pillow. I got 2 little couch pillows. I got a flat pillow. I got another pillow. I mean, I'm using a pillow that I've had for 30 years. It's basically like made of cotton, right? And the thing's like a pancake, but I won't part with it. So, the bit, I mean, I could show you my pillows. I got one with no sheet because Chloe pinched the sheet, and the other one, the sheet ripped, the pillowcase ripped over the years, but it's king size. I mean, it's like a king size um, joke. I'm not going to make any jokes here, but it's a king size pillow that was basically my mom got me. That was cotton. She got me 2 of them. And apparently, from what I understand, it's got a lot of stains and stuff on it. But you know what? I use it on to prop up my bed. So, and then I have 3 other small pillows. So, to me, one of the comforting things in the world is to sleep with pillows. I will not sleep with anything but pillows, and to me, I'm not letting anyone steal my fucking stuff. I mean, I already basically yelled at the son of a bitch, but we won't go into that. I was trying to tell a story and I keep getting sidetracked because, as I said to Pee Wee, um, this morning, we were talking about our package being delayed. And then, the thing is, whatever happened to delivering on time? They didn't have to worry about fucking thunderstorms. Instead, you're like, oh, and today we have thunderstorms. Thunderstorms doesn't halt delaying, I mean, literally. Yesterday was a weather delay. Today it's a weather delay, and yeah, well, I'm glad you did that, sis. I mean, I would have a nightmare. I slept like a baby, but the problem last night was, and I keep getting sidetracked on the story. So, Black Jesus this morning said something about him being, his niece calls him like something ultimate prime or something ultimate prime. Well, let's see. Niece like ultimate prime, yeah, whatever that is. No, I know Walmart, FedEx. I order so much I would have probably never gotten the first order. Well, the problem is I said to you, I said last night in a YouTube vid, sis, I made a joke with some of the viewers like Tara Jane Gabby. I said, with me, Pee Wee's luck would probably that order got probably snatched or stolen, and they're basically doing whatever they can to cover it up, is what I said. That's why I said, it's bullshit. I mean, think of it this way: the mailman delivers in thunderstorms, right? Why can't FedEx? UPS, I don't have any problem with UPS. FedEx, of course, there's nothing but problem. He's looking at me, Aunt Pee Wee, going, Mama, why'd you move my bowl over there? Because I want to have access in case I need to get it. But anyways, the story goes last night, right? I want to finish getting this story out of the way. It's been a while. So last night, I'm working hard. All right, working hard, 7+ hours, almost 8-hour YouTube channel. First one was like 3. No, this first one was like 5 hours. And I told Black Jesus, I'm not hanging around. You disappear in comments, I'm gone. So I finally said, you know what, I'm gone. So I left, and then I got a couple of emails from a couple of people being like, oh, you left your YouTube channel. It's not my job to cater to you for 8 hours fucking plus while you sit there and not say a damn peep. So, to me, I was like, you know what? Like this morning, I called someone a hilljack for, I got angry because, frankly, Mark, wants StreamYards. I'm on StreamYards this morning. Unfortunately, Mark hasn't emailed me and said, oh, are you going to be doing StreamYard this morning in the morning dish? No, Mark comes on, sees me on regular YouTube and leaves. Now I'm on StreamYards, Pee Wee, and it's like he disappeared. And then Chris is like, oh, I want StreamYard too, but I'm not paying for StreamYard. I ain't paying $25 for StreamYard. We'll get 20 hours free. So I told them email me and I'll coordinate the times. I said that too about Gabby and Tara J. They want to join in one of the videos, and they know how bad Chloe is. Trust me. Those were like the allies before the allies, but anyways, the story goes, I sent Chloe went to the emergency room. Okay, you don't know the whole story, Pee Wee. She went to the emergency room. She wakes up. She's complaining about chest pain and everything else. You know me. I don't take chest pain lightly. So I said, go. Being with the gold heart that I am. So she goes there, takes my phone, calls. What does she get? First information on it. First information on it, Pee Wee, is they did the 12-point lead. They did this. They did that. They did all the heart tests, not heart related. Chloe, of course, is complaining about pain. So they drink her makes the barium Kool-Aid chalky mixy drinky. I call it the barium chalky mixy drinky, which goes and coats the stomach for ulcers and polyps. They didn't find any of those. I told Chloe her diet must be shitty. Calls me back and says they did this, and this. Finally, they basically rubber stamp it musculoskeleton, and then they say to Chloe, you're not going to die, go home. Well, Chloe last night's panicking. She's going to die, right? I'm going to die, right? I'm going to die, is what she said. So what? So she's in the emergency room. I, of course, am out here doing a video. Well, Tara J popped on and said, oh, I'm so sad, that Bieber Babbitt, that's Chloe's nickname for Chloe from Tara J and Gabby. Gabby and Tara J both have nicknames. The other nickname, if you didn't know, is Tater Tot. Trust me, Chloe hates that one with a passion. Tater Tot. That's Chloe's mom's nickname for them, by the way, if you didn't know. Tater Tot. Anyways, they were all talking about how, Higgins, of course, turned around last night and was making jokes about Napoleon Dynamite and others basically stuffing bags with tater tots. Well, if you know anything about the joke about tater tots, you'd know by now, Important are better, more expensive. But the thing is, I told you, Pee Wee, I could have waited for the queen size. The thing is, I'm not in a hurry. What I would have done is waited just to see how long it fucking delivered and if it delivered. I mean, you know me by now. I'm one of those patient people. I mean, look, Walmart sold out on everything. You weren't around yesterday to hear the story about Walmart. I'll get to that in a minute. So, last night Chloe goes, I want to finish the Chloe thing and then reverse to the current story, which is the here and now part. And that connects up to the YouTube bit. So, she gets out of the emergency room, goes to the pharmacy to get her meds filled. She doesn't call me. She doesn't call me. She doesn't care. I call her and I said, hey, it's been over an hour. And she's like, oh, yeah, the musculoskeleton, they discharged me. And you didn't tell me, I was so important, like taking my meds. So you go to the emergency room. You think you're going to die. Well, I can still die. It could still kill me tonight when I sleep, right? So she's like, it can kill me when I sleep, right? So what happens? I fall asleep, right? So last night I'm doing the video. Chloe's like sitting there, and she makes a box of bread, right? And she comes home. She goes to the store, and I told her, look, I would like some mozzarella sticks as a dinner. Pick me some mozz sticks up, right? And some marinara sauce, right? And I said I want some chicken. See, the son of a bitch does this again. I said I wanted fucking buffalo wings. You know what? The fucking son of a bitch better be paying me money because the son of a bitch bought those. I didn't ask for fucking chicken strips. I asked for fucking chicken. I asked for fucking buffalo wings. I said I want buffalo wings. She gets 2 bags of wings for herself. She gets 2 bags of these. I said I need these to marinate my fucking things. I don't eat fucking chicken strips. I wanted wings. She buys 2 of these and gets me strips because the last batch of strips suck. But anyway, she goes and, you know what? And then she buys these and a box of these that dip in marinara sauce. She just opens up the marinara sauce by itself, spaghetti sauce, and dips it without even heating the marinara up. And then puts the rest in the fridge, right? So, anyways, last night I said to her, she comes back with the stuff, right? And I said, oh, these are mine? Okay. And she said, oh, yeah. Well, no. Last night, I was tired as hell anyways, but she basically turned around and got me chicken tenders because the deli ones didn't serve properly. So she's trying to fix it by making me pay for the replacement again, which, by the way, to me is downright theft because she now owes me more money because she can't fucking do it right. You know what? I'll go get my fucking wings on Friday when I go to town because I'm tired of this fucking malarkey. I mean, literally, she's narcissistic. So she eats her meal last night, right? And then she brings her computer out, right? And she says, oh, I'll cook our dinner in about 4 hours, right? Well, what am I doing? I'm on the edge of my bed sleeping, falling asleep, right? At the end of the night, falling asleep. I'm 3 hours behind on my sleep because I go to bed between 7 and 8 because my schedule's wonky. So I'm sitting there like this, and she's like, hey, asshole. Finally, I woke up and I said, look, quit calling me asshole. I roll over and I go to bed. And she's just sitting there going, oh, well, what about your dinner? I said, I don't care. Now I know why I don't care. The son of a bitch did this and then said, oh, well, in the morning you're going to complain about it that you went hungry. I'm going to really complain in the morning and go hungry. No, I was fucking tired. And the son of a bitch sat there and fucking stuffed their face and then fucking was like, oh, yeah, I need 4 hours to digest before I cook your dinner. And it's already like 10 o'clock. Well, I'm already on a documentary episode 3 going into 4. So I was like, so I fell asleep. Logical answer. Oh, but you didn't eat anything. People are going to think I starve you. You know what? I don't give a shit anymore. Frankly, if I go hungry, it's my fault, because I can't rely on people and I'm not going to fucking bitch about it. But the son of a bitch basically wants 4 hours. I was just being nice, and then I fell asleep. You know what? The sleep was pretty damn good. I got up this morning. First thing I said was I needed coffee. By the way, to hear about that lady that was living on coffee and Pepsi. I mean, this morning I'm not hungry. I'm not even hungry this morning. Last night I wasn't hungry. Thing is, they're like, oh, you're going to make sure I'm going to go hungry. Really? Nope, not going to happen. Wouldn't be prudent. Literally, wouldn't be prudent. Oh, I'll get up this morning and, I'll make it for you. No, you don't need to make anything for me because I don't want your help. That's what I told her last night. I don't want her fucking help. Why? What I do want is a bun. Kisses. See, he'll bring me some happiness. Come here. I guess he's angry, so I moved his food bowl. Good morning, Mark. No, my pillow bread. You mean what's his name? The pillow guy. The pillow guy. Yeah. Well, apparently you and I different patients. I mean, I'm waiting for Walmart to do some stuff. How are you doing, Mark? If you want, you can finally email me. I can give you a link if you wish. Well, the thing is, these aren't buffalo wings. These are actually hot and spicy, which they don't even have the buffalo wing sauce. So to me, she did this on purpose. But I'm not taking anything, or because she'll fucking pound my face in. I mean, literally, what I'm gonna have to do is fucking go Friday to buy these things because I'm not tolerating it any longer. I mean, the son of a bitch does this. I mean, look what she did the other day. Did you hear the story about these? She goes to the deli, spends $25 for chicken tenders, right? Chicken tenders. So she goes and buys these, right? Funny story. And she buys them. Comes back, right? She says, I was a nice girl. I got you chicken tenders, right? So I grab the chicken tenders. I eat one. And I nearly gag. I said, what the fuck is this shit? Oh, yeah, you're just being mean to me. I said, you owe me $25 for the fucking bag. I'm not touching it. You eat one. So, I threw one to Moppy. Moppy took like 3 to 5 minutes to chew on. It was rubber. It was pure rubber, and it was fucking overcooked. It was like they reheated it every day that no one's buying these chicken tenders. They're just throwing it in the deep fryer for a minute or two, heating it up to hot temperature, and throwing it in under a lamp, right, Pee-wee? So this is the grocery store. The same fuckers that charging like $15 now for a fucking thing of mayonnaise, which I won't touch, thanks to you. I've learned that you don't pay the grocery store. So they're now reheating food from yesterday and basically serving it yesterday. It could have been 3 days old. Tasted like it. Like I was telling yesterday's video, right? You have something like this, right? This is a piece of paper, right? When you flip it like this, right? It bends, right? It makes a good fan. It bends, right? Well, picture chicken tender. You do this, the chicken tender breaks, right? You know it breaks. The chicken tender in the bag, you do this, it just sits there and bounces like rubber. So Moppy had a hell of a time, and Chloe finally takes a bite, and she's like, oh, God, what am I eating? Like old lady. And I was like, you owe me money for the ham, which I cooked. And yeah, you didn't. One job you had with the ham was you were going to cut it up into sections. That was it. I was going to put it in Ziploc bags, make food out of it. Said you owe me $25 for the fucking chicken tenders, $25 for the ham. Pay up. Ooh. I'm like, otherwise, that's it. I mean, literally, she's panicking because I'm having breakfast with my advocates on Friday. And whatever the advocates and I decide, it's final. I mean, literally, they all know that I'm done. I looked at Chloe last night and I said, if I see any fucking false charges on my card, I'm pressing legal issue. And I'm not letting you get out. I'm going to prosecute to the full extent of law. She's like, I said, because I don't see any fucking receipts. Oh, the receipt's right there. I said, so I paid $12 for your box of whatever and whatever. What? I said, so I paid $12 for your box of whatever. Garlic sticks, garlic and herb, and Gatorade and Sprite. So I paid $12 for it. No, wait, no, it says here food approved. Okay. So she paid for it. Yeah, so she gives me her receipt, but hiding mine. So I was like, look, I want my receipt. So I told her I'm going to be pressing prosecuting into the law. As you know, Mark, if you're going to email me, I am on Discord, not Discord, StreamYard this morning. So if you want to talk, I'm on. That's why I was here. Chris, of course, knows what happened. But anyways, I don't want to talk about that. So last night, Chloe, the moral of the story, she was panicking. I was going to go on YouTube and talk about being hungry or starving. She hates when I talk about this. The thing is, I wasn't starving this morning. I, however, will want my dip. I mean, literally, the thing is the son of a bitch doesn't have any common sense. Either it pants out down a rat hole, but still, I think it's funny. I mean, 8 hours. I haven't heard from Tara J and Gabby ever since that incident where I blamed Tara J for something. We split hairs, Yeah, but the problem, sis, is isn't it what I use is buffalo wing. I buy the ones that say buffalo wing with buffalo wing sauce. Okay, this stuff is hot and spicy, and frankly, I have my own way of making wings. Unfortunately, she thought I wanted chicken strips. Fortunately, I'm going to be throwing those in the freezer and telling the son of a bitch they better start paying up. Because I'm not tolerating this fucking insubordination. I ain't tolerating the fucking son of a bitches losing their fucking mind. They're the ones losing their mind. I mean, literally, they want me. I mean, well, I will march them down to the fucking store and I will tell them to pay up today. You know what I told them? I'll tell you something that's fucking funny. I looked at Chloe last night and I said, I'm going to check my email. I said, jokingly, of course, which I was serious. I was literally, what the fuck is. No one gives a shit about Dragon's Bash again. Everyone, fuck. Do you want to do Dragon Bash? No, I don't want to go to Guild Wars 2 and do Dragon's Bash. I'm talking about something that's important. So she turns around and I got everything under control. But anyways, the bottom line is I'm not tolerating this shit. I mean, literally. One is the whole fucking thing about the wings, right? She does this on purpose. She knows that I get angry, so she gets the opposite. And that's the truth. She does this on purpose. I say, give me wings. She goes and gets tenders. I mean, literally, I say buffalo style. She goes and gets me crispy chicken tenders. I don't want fucking chicken crispy. That just adds another $20 she owes me. She owes me fucking $100. She better fucking start eating this shit because I want my fucking money. And I'm not trusting the son of a bitch, on this. So technically, I'm just basically stating the son of a bitch can't fucking do anything right. And then I said, oh, got the marinara sauce? What's that? Fucking tomato sauce, fucking spaghetti. I gotta go out again. So I tell her at the store, and she can't even fucking remember this. This is why Para Jay and Gabby were making the joke that Beaver Babbitt's losing their mind, or Tater Tot, which I love that nickname, Tater Tot. So Mark, you gonna email me? Yeah, I already told her not to do it. That's the thing. The thing is I have all my cards in place. That's the thing is I have my own card. I've changed my bank card like 3 or 4 times, sis. So basically what I've been doing is I've been basically watching carefully. By the way, she keeps taking my damn phone too. But I have everything under control. I'm going to basically put my foot down. So, the joke was I turn around. Funny. I said, you know what? I think I don't want to pay the electric bill. What if we don't have power? I can't use the computer. I was like, I'd rather pay a $600 reconnection fee than have a son of a bitch like you fucking refuse to pay and expect me to pay. I said, maybe you should pack up and leave. You see, the advocates tell me to make her life a living hell. She'd leave. Yeah. So I turned around and said, well, you know what? I might not pay the bill this month. Yeah, I might not have the money because some son of a bitch has a spending problem. And so...
I'm not complaining. Get the electric bill paid.
Excuse me, you don't throw me your card at me. And secondly, I'm not complaining this morning, so... But I'm keeping this on hand from now on for me. You keep fucking up. I said I needed buffalo wings, not crispy chicken strips. Now you owe me another $25. I'm not going to eat those. You better start coughing up some greenbacks because I'm not going to fucking...
I ain't ever going to shop for you again.
Well, why? You have my phone, but you keep fucking I said buffalo wings, not chicken tenders or strips.
That's all they had. You can make buffalo wings out of them.
I'm not going to make buffalo wings out of chicken tenders. Guess what? They're yours. You paid for them. I'm not going to eat them. I'll eat mozzarella sticks and I'll wait. You see, I'm patient. I'm more patient than you.
Eat your damn mozzarella sticks.
I'll make the mozzarella sticks when I'm ready. I'm not hungry this morning. I'm about to do dip. And if you want the electric bill paid, I will tell you that you need to pay your debt to me first.
What debt?
The dead where you owe me $25 for the fucking ham.
Right,
You owe me $25 for the
50. I'm being flat broke this month.
Well, how much? What? You already spent $700 already? Where the fuck did you spend your money?
It wasn't 700. Okay, I'll say I'll be flat broke. I'll have like a few $100s in my account if I just keep.
Oh, and it's okay to keep spending my money, huh? Interesting. Anyways, where was I? I was gonna go to the electric company's website.
Oh my goodness. All right, no pay then. We'll just go without power.
That's what I was gonna do because you keep spending, so I figured why not?
I wasn't spending stuff. Okay, look. I picked up what you. Because I called you on the phone, you said, well, that's fine.
No, I didn't say it. I said buffalo wings. But no, you don't listen.
Oh, I don't listen?
Volume control, please, or go to your room.
This wasn't what you said. This wasn't what you said when I was at the fucking
Excuse
store.
me, I'm not taking this. Go to your room
I'm not
or don't.
taking this either. I'm not taking this either.
Why the fuck did you just throw the card? That's your card. It's not my card. Take it. You literally nearly almost hit my head. You threw it on my computer. There you go. You're starting to throw things again.
It's a debit card. It doesn't weigh much. You just fucking ruined my day.
Oh, really? I ruined her day? Really? That's funny. Thought I was doing good this morning, in my opinion. Of course, I can't figure the website out. Here we go. So, let me use my. Is there a calculator on there?
Let's go without electricity. Let's let all the food go bad.
That's fine. I don't care.
And then I won't pay rent next month.
Well, maybe you should fucking leave then. Great. Which one's which? Okay. Okay. Let's see if this works. Okay. There he goes. So, I was looking at the thing. Okay. So, good to go then, right? All done for what I was doing. Oh, see, more excuses. So don't worry about them. Mark, you want to go on StreamYard this morning? Let me know. I need to. I'll email you the code if you want. Let me know, okay? Chloe's screaming. Don't worry about it. She was screaming over her errors. See, told you. See, you know what? I'm about to fucking ban your ass permanently, Black Jesus, because I'm tired of your bullshit. I'm literally tired of your fucking bullshit. You come in here and you say, "Oh, you can't handle this," then get the fuck off my channel. Don't come back. All right, I'll email you the link, Mark. Because frankly, I think me and Mark's gonna have a nice little chat this morning. There you go. I'll email you it. Okay. There, see? And I hope you don't think I'm the problem, Pee-wee. I'm not. I just like to confront the problem. And the problem is, and even if it's on video, you can see her getting combative. There you go. Email Mark. So let me use the bathroom. Let's get prepared. So before we continue, I just want to say with a heavy love and heart to Sister Pee-wee that if you think I'm the problem, sis, I'm not. I basically decided to confront the problem because I'm tired of the bullshit. And it shows people I don't take this shit. Plain and simple. I'll be right back, Mark. By the way, is he in there by his stairs? No, he wasn't here. Where'd he go? Poppy. Okay, let me check something real quick. Poppy, Poppy. Hey. So you are under the bed this morning. Okie dokie, I was curious about you. Alright, Mark, you got the link coming up, brother? See, what I did basically was, no, I'm not violent, okay? You see, we got 3 moderators right now. Me, Pee-wee, and Mark. One of them basically knows I don't take insubordination lightly. And they also know that basically we don't want anyone causing trouble or trolling, okay? So technically, if you want to sit there and say I'm the problem, Black Cheese, and then there's the door, because frankly, I'm not the fucking problem. I'm not the fucking problem. You don't know who the fucking problem is? Someone who doesn't open their fucking ears up. Makes fucking excuses. You heard it right there. She's the violent one. She's the one that can't even be calm, cool, and collective in a discussion. Throws her debit card at the fucking wall. Throws her debit card in the fucking toilet. I mean, literally, who the fuck gets angry and throws their debit card? Says, quote, unquote, if I basically give you any money, I won't have but a few $100s left in my bank account and I will go broke. Look, let's analyze that. Pee-wee and I and Mark and you can analyze that. Why don't we let Pee-wee go first to analyze that little problem there? I confronted Chloe. I said, look, I didn't ask for chicken. She used the excuses, oh, I agree. Go ahead. And I said wings only. Instead, she's saying I could use these wings, chicken strips, for my food. She goes and eats the wings for herself because she's narcissistic. You heard the narcissistic side this morning. She doesn't want to part with any money. When I said, let's go without electricity, she threw a fucking shit fit. Why? That's her excuse for she doesn't want to pay. Cactus Blossom told her before she threw her ass out in the streets of Phoenix. She started paying rent and electricity and internet and phone. Eventually, Chloe would turn around and say she'd think about paying the utilities. Eventually, Cactus Blossom had no choice but to dump her streets in San Diego to regain her home back. Chloe we don't have that choice. Only choice we have is a restraining order, you see? So, you do the math. So, I'm going to let you guys analyze. Mark, do you have that link yet? Because I'll send it once more to you. And hope like hell you get it, because I'm not going to give it in the Discord chat. Due to the fact that I don't want, and I'm going to do my dip, by the way, and I'm going to check my headphones, because once Mark gets on, he's got a new phone, so I'm thinking, let me check and see about the StreamYards again. I mean, let's analyze this, huh? I mean, this shit's been going on for the last month and a half or so. She's getting to the point where she can't remember. You know. Yeah. Yeah, I'm making sure Mark has it, so I'm sending a second copy to him to make sure. I mean, think of it. You sit there and say, oh, they're getting violent. You know who's violent? You can basically sit there, okay? And you could sit there and say, oh, I was so worried. You know what? I'm going to say this to Pee-wee out of love, okay? Because I love Pee-wee with all my heart as a sister. If Pee-wee's seen the fucking videos, mind you, where Tara J. Gabby had to literally get Chloe off me for various things, like Chloe putting a knife to her fucking throat, calling everyone tranny freaks, including me, saying she can abuse me because she has the powers to on YouTube. Abuse me. And yet the police won't touch her because she's holding a knife to her throat saying F American, blah, 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 and stuff about Trump. And you sit there and say, oh, I thought I was going, no, I don't go violent. I'm calm, cool, and collective. You want to say I'm the problem? I'm not. I mean, there's other things I could tell you, like what Chloe has done. I've had to literally tell Gabby and Tara J the other day. They remember this, where I had to literally disarm Chloe with this in her belt, this, because no, Ebony, this isn't for you. Because she was gonna basically go next door and murder the neighbor in our old place. So technically, you want to say who's violent? I literally got a massive concussion. I was in a wheelchair because of it. So that tells you what, huh? Tells you right there who's the violent one. Chloe was going to commit murder that night. I disarmed her and ended up a concussion, a wheelchair. No remorse. You want another story? I got left in a Walmart in a wheelchair because her debit card wasn't working. I had to buy her a power plug for her computer or she was going to leave me behind. In the end, I literally had to have additional surgeries on my vagina because it tore. All because Chloe left me behind because I had to push myself home because the son of a bitch is narcissistic and wants it one way. And if they couldn't have the power plug, they left me fucking behind. Poppy, come on, buddy. So I'm waiting for Mark. So you want to tell me these things, that's fine and dandy, but I've been through a lot more than you think. So if you think I'm the problem, I'm not. I mean, I've seen things, I've done things. But you know what? Those two allies, Tara J and Gabby, they know exactly what happened. The night that Chloe took my fucking pizza that was delivered by Tara J, After Dark Gaming, Tara J, Chloe stole the fucking meal. Bragged out. She basically forced it out of me and bragged about it on YouTube. Then when they basically told her that she was wrong, she put a knife to her throat. Cut herself on her arm. Police didn't do anything about it. They just looked the other fucking way. Saying she's pre-operative, you can't touch her, you see. So when you sit there and say, oh, I was worried about violence, the problem is, truthfully, you don't know what you're dealing with because I do. I've been living with this for 6 years. Unless someone fucking gives her a boot, the advocates don't even want to deal with her. They just say, oh, mom said she burned her bridges. Everyone around her. I'm working on having breakfast Friday, and I'm going to get some answers. But in the meantime, son of a bitch turns around and says, oh, what about my glasses? It's the what about me movement. What about you? I don't see me complaining about glasses. I'm blind, basically, legally. But at the same time, you see what's going on. So you want to sit there and dictate things, then go ahead. So look, I asked literally for the receipt, okay? The receipt was what it is. But anyways, let's just skip this, okay? Let's have a good day. Of course, I'm waiting for Mark. Mark's not coming in. So let's just have a good day. Let's just skip this, okay? I'm tired of it. The damage is done. Okay, let's just skip this, please. Otherwise, everyone's gonna flee anyways. All right, but my point is we all know what's going on. I mean, literally, Tara J and Gabby, which reminds me, Dinky messaged me, I think. An armed man was arrested Wednesday. Wednesday for what? I don't care. Someone basically saved some lives. It's better than basically looking at this up on the news. But anyways, I'm done talking about this. All right. Basically, let's have a good day. Okay. My point is Pee Wee's right. All right, and you're right too, Black Cheese. The thing is, there's nothing that can be done. Thing is everyone has their own opinions. Okay, Chloe fucking snapped. You saw it herself. So we'll just change the subject. But I wanted to confront her because not about being on YouTube, but about what's going on. I mean, literally, that's the thing. What's going on? I mean, look. The other day, okay, I made clear, okay, just to end this conversation of arguments, we can move on to something more important. I said to Chloe, don't get me chicken tenders from the deli. They're probably not going to taste good. Get me a few chicken legs from the deli. She goes down there, mode's already tuned, chicken tenders. She doesn't want me to have chicken legs. She wants me to have chicken tenders. because she can eat them. Then when I basically turned around and said, you owe me money, she turned around tonight. You know what she said? Oh, well, you know what? The thing is if I pay the electric bill, she ain't fucking taking a shower. I'm not gonna let her use my fucking electricity because I paid for it, because the son of a bitch can't. The son of a bitch can leave. And if there's a law saying that I have to support her electric, then I'm gonna tell the power company and turn us off, because I'm gonna let the fucker leave. Let the fucker smell. I don't need the computer. I can sit here and read for 6 months and I'd be fine. But guess what, little, that's it. Enough said. Thing is I said to you guys, and I was making joke with Pee Wee, what if I had the electric turned off? That was one of the things that they said, stop complaining about me. And through their cards. Their cards literally landed who knows where with my card. And that's when I said, you're not getting my card. She said, well, then I'm not buying anything for you. See, that's her way of saying, I either steal from you legally and you give me a card, or I don't. See? So I said, fuck it. If I don't pay the electric bill, I don't have any faults there. Because I'm not allowing it. I already paid fucking 4 payments. Remember last month I had that error where I paid too much money because of the computer error? Yeah, I'm not having that error again. So, you know what? I don't trust the electric company anyway. So, I mean, literally. And then I tell them to cough up the money they owe, and they don't even want to pay it. So that tells you right there where they got to go. Because I have one nuclear card option I can use. And by the way, before anyone says, why haven't I done it? I'll tell you why. Because I'm like Pee Wee, unlike Sister Pee Wee. I got to throw that in there as a joke to my loving sister. Unlike Sister Pee Wee, I'm patient. Patience is a virtue, as my father-in-law would say. Pee Wee, of course, isn't patient. But I am. But I have one nuclear card I can use, and only one. So I want to make it count. Mark, is still with us? Or is it Black Jesus? Because frankly, I can't remember. But I have one nuclear. Let me put it this way, okay? In the terms of nuclear war, some countries only have one nuclear bomb, and it could be bigger and higher and 1,000,000 times powerful than Hiroshima. No offense. And because of it, you got to think like a military tactician and say, I only have one bomb available. One. And what's that tell you? That means there's one nuclear option. I'm going to take it. But I got to meet up with the advocates, because the advocates and I are having breakfast. Which, by the way, is another trigger. You see, I'm enjoying my breakfast. I was looking forward to it. You see, did I ever tell you guys the story about how I won breakfast from them? So the fleet admiral here basically made a joke, right? So we had Jessica. Jessica left after 5 to 7 years. She was working her ass off, right? Jessica leaves. We get Michelle, right? Michelle works for like 2 years or something. 2 years or something, And then all of a sudden Michelle decides she's got to go, right? Because, she can't handle it. Her husband's in California, living on Medicaid, trying to survive a heart transplant. So she keeps sending all of her customers and, tenants, please donate to my husband's heart thing, right? So anyways, the story goes, she turns around, she leaves, right? Well, Commander Melissa and Commander Ashley messaged me and say, Admiral, Fleet Admiral. I said, yes, we got a bet with you. I said, okay, what is it? They said, breakfast or lunch, we get to choose the time and date, and whether it either be breakfast or lunch, we're paying. I said, oh, great, that's great. What are we having? She says, breakfast will be Rocky Bay, lunch it'll be Cask and Schooner. I said, okay. So anyway, Ashley and I made a bet. Well, Melissa jumped in too and wanted to bet too for the lunch thing. So, they can both win, and I have to pay both breakfast and lunch. That was the plan. Well, I turned around and Melissa says about the new manager, Judy, she's going to be here at least 12 to 18 months. That's my window. Ashley says, I'm giving it 6 to 9 months, boss. I said, so if I win, you both get to take, you take me to breakfast, you take her to breakfast, you take her to breakfast. And then Melissa, if I win, you take all of us to lunch. She says, we're not going to lose, right? So one day, I get a notice on the door, and I call up Ashley and Melissa. I say, can I talk to both of you? Oh, yeah. I says, are we going to have breakfast and lunch soon? Oh, no. The bet's not done. So I read her the paper. Due to my notice, I looked it up. It was less than 3 months. I said mine was 1 to 6 months window. But I said give or take because you took 6 to 9. I took 1 to 5. And that's only because I actually said 1 to 3 is my main number. She lasted 2.5. So I fell on the scale and they're like, oh my God. They said, you want to do it again? I said no, because we don't know how the repair lady's daughter is. I don't think the repairman's going to last much longer anyways, but still I won. So Friday is my breakfast date with 2 lovely ladies, and I'm looking forward to it. One of my favorite foods is a hot omelet with country gravy on the top, you know. Jokingly aside, Pee-wee, Cousin Dinky thinks the same thing about me and having the patience of Job, right? So here's the story about Dinky, right? I am changed the subject. Dinky turns around messaging me and she says, thank you. And I said, thank me for what? She says, for putting up with my shit. I said, why? She says, most people would have left me by now as friends and family. I said, why? She says, well, you send me Christmas cards, birthday cards, Easter cards, Valentine's card, St. Patrick's card, all these cards. I don't send you anything. She says, I got Moppy and Ebony's, she made some clothes for Ebony. Apparently a little bunny outfit or something, you know. I don't know what she made for Ebony, but it's a little outfit or something, right? Cute, right? She says, it was their Valentine's present for my nephews. I said, oh, for her nephews? She says, yeah. I said, and? It's still sitting at home. I don't like fucking dealing with post office. And I'm so lazy, I only wrote you 1 letter. She says, I get 3 letters a week minimum from you, and I don't get any letters. I don't write you any letters. She says that you have the patience of a saint. Well, my husband was a saint. At times, I'm surprised my husband, Pee-wee, hasn't killed me, honestly, you know. Oh, thanks. So, Mark, did you get the link yet? I emailed it twice to you. Well, with me, Pee-wee, I'll tell you out of love, I wait. I mean, look at Walmart, for example, right? Walmart, for example. I mean, literally, Walmart is one of those that, or not Walmart. And Walmart sold out. So look at Amazon, right? You go and click on my orders, right? And what do you get? You get not yet shipped, right? For example, not yet shipped. Due in by 10 o'clock on Friday, and yet it's Wednesday. They're not going to ship it. They'll ship it probably Monday next week and say they're delayed because they're backlogged. I mean, did you see the Amazon report? They're like running at like 40% capacity. So everyone's getting delayed. You know what? The only time, thanks, Mark. This is my hat. You know, I like it. You know, but no, I mean, for Friday I'm getting breakfast, and I mean you know as well as I do. You know what Chloe did to poor Carmen. I mean, literally, she fucking. Now she's in her room sleeping. Like I'm gonna sleep again because I'm so depressed. You know, I turned around, Pee-wee, and I told her the other day. Same with the 2 advocates. You know what the 2 advocates did? You're gonna love this. You're gonna love this. So, Advocate 1, Ashley, Advocate 3, Melissa, get in touch with me, and they said either we help Chloe get an apartment somewhere else, which they're trying. They got a list. I printed out an entire list of all subsidized housing for the state. They're going from county to county to county to county, city to city to city, you know, or city to city, whatever. I printed out 2 copies. And they were generous to send me a new ink cartridge for my printer because I printed out so much shit, right? So they're working on finding a place, even if it's fucking halfway across the state or is in a corner of the state where, you know, I don't have to hear from them, you know, and they get like dial-up internet. They don't care, you know. They're just like, we're working on this, right? So anyway, so the other day they turned around and did a Pee-wee. They said We're not helping you with glasses. We're not helping with mental health. We're not helping with anything until you fucking commit yourself to a mental hospital. What did Chloe say? Well, fuck you all. Yeah, that was it. They basically said what they wanted to say, and they said, well, then you're on your own. So when I asked for mental health, because my therapy, I have to get renewed in June, right? The county's got a certain amount of money they put towards it, right? Well, apparently the county ran out of money. So apparently Jennifer emailed me. I donate every month anyways. So I donate my little poultry because, they help me out and I don't expect anything. Anyways, and I asked Jennifer, hey, what's going on with the county money? Just out of curiosity, Because might be December of this year. The county's out of money. But at least they tried, they kept me in the loop because, I donate and stuff. But, the thing is, it's funny, now I heard the food bank delivers or pickup only. Which, by the way, today's a food bank day. So let me check this website through time. San Juan Food Bank. Apparently, Trish emailed me. She wants me to, Friday Harbor Food Bank. Here we go. Website closed, open at 11:30 today and 11:30 on Saturday. So online ordering. Okay, so please read and touch the user system. Thunder is okay. You will be able to submit an online order and Wednesday pickup will be available on Thursday. Cool. Order request. I am an existing customer. Physical address, phone number of people in household 2. And you got to answer 9 pages. Oh, cool. So that's it. And, no line. You just pick up on Thursday. See, that's cool to know. Trish was telling me this. Mm-hmm. The thing is, Pee Wee, I think Black Jesus is trying to pretend that they're not Joe Gill when I think they are, because frankly, they're not giving us any answers. I mean, they come and go, they disappear. Honestly, I think, like last night, Tara J and I were talking about a movie on YouTube called What is a Woman? I found it on YouTube last night, right? It was free. Anyways, the story goes, this guy's asking questions about children being on hormones at a young age and, things happening, right? And he's making a case for it. Well, Tara J said it's diarrhea. And my opinion already on this subject, but, Black Jesus is like, oh, cool, I'm going to watch it. It's free, And, I couldn't recommend it, to watch it, but and Higgins wouldn't watch it apparently. So you got Higgins, who just is an interesting movie, and Black Jesus don't want to watch it. So to me, it was an interesting concept. So Mark, do I need to give you the link in them? Look, I'm just gonna do it this way, okay? Now, if Black Jesus, you're not welcome in my channel, so don't even ask when it comes to joining. So there it is, Mark. Since you aren't, uh, getting the email, just get it from there. I can always delete it later. Just for you guys, if you guys want to join, Oh, I already had 4 cups this morning. That's good. I woke up, but you know what? She'll probably be in bed all day, so it doesn't matter to me. So, but anyways, we're already in 2 hours at 20, so we might as well make 3 hours count. And Black Jesus is right about the receipts. Well, yeah, she showed me her receipt, but I couldn't find any of my receipts. That's the thing I asked last night. So, and thanks, Mark. It is a cool hat, So, but anyways, we can discuss the different things, Mark, if you join. Right now, it seems you're not joining. And while I'm waiting for Mark, I'm going to use the bathroom. So, it's my quick to the toilet run real quick, which means I can see if there's any comments here while I'm on the toilet. So give me a minute. So, anyways, I just checked on my Walmart order for the extra toilet paper I bought, and it hasn't been delivered yet for some reason. So, or shipped. So, I don't know about you, but I have my doubts on Walmart. But then again, I have my doubts also with Amazon too, due to the fact that it hasn't shipped either. Yeah, well, Chloe does scare people. I mean, look what she does. I mean, her ex roommate, Cactus Blossom, can't touch her. Good morning, Ebo. So I guess Mark's not coming on today. That kind of sucks. Well, anyways, I got this documentary to finish today. Anyways, that'll be a goal of mine. Chloe wants me to play a game, but got to be in the mood for it. And right now I have to be really happy and motivated. What I think is funny in this whole discussion, okay, is when I confronted her, she was so sad about parting with her money. Mm-hmm. You know, you heard it from her right there. Doesn't want to pay for the ham, doesn't want to pay for the chicken tenders, doesn't want to pay for the other chicken tenders or strips, and wants to throw her debit card around and worried about her having electricity. Well, my husband used to say, hats are a symbol. Yeah, I like these hats. These hats are cool. They're awesome hats. You know, Didn't know they had something. I missed this. Let me see what this is. Okay. Nope. Seems I'm not interested in any of these, so glad I missed it. Mm-hmm. Talking about games, by the way. Video games. So, anyways, I'll answer Pee Wee, yeah. So, intimidate and scare people, yeah. Mm-hmm. My sister says I'm the patient. Yeah, well, my husband taught me to be a patient of a saint. So, I don't know what you guys are talking about. So, here's a bunny on my head. I was hoping to put a pancake on Ebony's head and do that. Lovely hat captain. Good morning, Gigi. Good morning. I was hoping Mark would join me this morning. I'm on StreamYards this morning. Um, grab some more coffee, I guess. So, I guess you missed the morning edition. Gigi, we had a little problem this morning. This needs to go to the trash. It's going to start to smell. There we go. Anyways, where's my coffee? So I need to get milk. Yep. So anywho, we missed this morning's little fiasco this morning. Yeah. So I guess you're curious. I'll tell you real quick. So last night I spent 7 hours and 50 minutes talking to Gabby and Tara J, old YouTube guild mates. We used to have our own little guild, or I had followers back then, moderators and stuff. And we were talking about the past, what Chloe's done, what Chloe, some of the stuff they didn't know. But anyways, they wanted to tune in yesterday. So we were talking about Chloe, and finally I got done. And I was exhausted. I had to call Dad, and Tara Jane and Gabby went to bed. And I sent Higgins to bed. It was like almost 1 a.m. there. And so what happened was, as the story goes, that last night I sent Chloe after the hospital, as you know, to the store. And she forgot marinade sauce. So I said, not marinade, marinara sauce. So I said, get some spaghetti sauce to dip some stuff. So she comes home and rests, and then goes out, and then comes back with the marinara sauce, and then makes herself a box of breadsticks. Garlic breadsticks, and she's dipping it in a thing of tomato sauce that's cold. I like mine warm, warm marinara, right? So anyway, so I get done with my stuff, and she comes out here with her computer, and I got a documentary on after talking to Dad on the phone twice about movies. And Dad didn't want to hear anything. He's like, I'm just tired, yada, yada, yada. Fine, whatever. So I hung up, And he calls me back about this movie he wants us to watch. Okay, whatever. So then I put in stuff, to watch. And, I'm falling asleep. And Chloe's screaming and yelling at me. And I finally said, look, I can eat tomorrow. Well, you didn't eat anything today. Well, it's not my problem. My problem is it's too late, right? Well, this morning, I was talking to Pee Wee about what happened, right? So I turned around and I was talking about the electric bill not being paid, right? And I said it'd be funny if the electricity got turned off, right? Private chats. Someone sent me a private chat. I'm backstage. Oh, I see you're backstage, but then you disappeared again. You better try again, Mark. So what happens is this morning Chloe comes out. She says, stop fucking complaining about me, right? So I said nicely, I asked for, okay, Mark's here. All right, let's just, here, Mark. So the story goes, I asked Chloe, hey, Mark, good to see you. It's about time you got here. What, you had some technical difficulties as usual?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I can see. Yeah. So anyways, Gigi. So what happened is this morning, Mark, of course, he said, "Who's yelling?" Well, I said to Chloe, the electric bill needs to be paid," and Chloe throws her card, throws it. So anyways, Gigi, I said, "Well, I asked for buffalo wings. I didn't ask for chicken strips." Well, you told me to get whatever. No, I didn't. I said get wings. Well, she went and got herself some hot and spicy wings and got me basic chicken tenders. So I said on YouTube, StreamYards, you owe me for money for not just the chicken tenders that you bought that I didn't want, but you owe me for some other chicken tenders and a ham you didn't eat. Well, Chloe throws a fit on YouTube and says, fine, then we can go without electricity, and gets angry. And then gets angry also at the fact that on another issue, when I asked for receipts and stuff, so it was like, so she stormed off to her room, closed the door after she threw her debit card in the toilet out of anger. I mean, literally, to me, it's like, why? Why? So, she got discharged, Gigi, from the emergency room yesterday. They ruled out it wasn't life threatening, so you know how it is. So Mark, how's your kitty cat, by the way?
Oh, good.
So is the idiot still unmasked there, and you're staying indoors most of the time?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I was waiting for you, dude, because I mean I get the 20 hours, and I'm still thinking of paying for it, but Chris wants to join us too, but Chris has disappeared yesterday. He spent an hour. He disappeared for an hour. He said he'd be right back, And I finally said, yeah, he's probably mowing his grandma's lawn because he's like, I got to make sure the lawnmower's ready for grandma. And I said, he's probably mowing grandma's lawn because grandma's up there in age. Yes, I see you. You know. Too many idiots out there, Terry. How's the gas prices, by the way, out where you're at, Mark? I know you said you drive a motorcycle, so it's probably cheaper with your motorcycle.
Oh, it's $5 a gallon.
And you still ride the motorcycle?
No, I don't have one. I wrecked a couple of months ago. Right, about a year ago.
So you're riding a bicycle then?
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least it's you don't have to worry about gas and insurance. You can just pedal around.
Right. Yep. That's the best way.
Yeah, well, at least you get to lose weight too doing it too, so you keep all that excess weight off. You know, if you
Well, I'm pretty thin, Rita. So
I'm not. I mean, my treadmill is basically blocked right now. So, I've been going out a little bit off and on. I mean, I got a breakfast I'm going to Friday morning, so I'm going to be going to breakfast at a restaurant. So that'll be fun.
oh yeah.
I don't even leave my house, so it'll be an interesting adventure because it'll be an actual adventure for once. Morning drama before coffee. Yeah, well, I've already had 4 cups of coffee, GG. So this is just my this holds like 2 cups, and I like it because it's the size of it, And I love Snoopy. Snoopy's awesome. I grew up with Snoopy. I think Mark did too, for the most part. He's a Snoopy era too. Garfield.
Yep.
Where to for breakfast? It's a little place called the Rocky Bay Cafe, GG, and they have the best omelets. And when I order omelets, I'm gonna order it with gravy on the top too because I love gravy on it. Country gravy with sausage on it. That's a good breakfast. I've already tried their Benny bar, which is eggs Benedict. Those are pretty good too.
So Chloe threw her card in the toilet.
Yeah, her bank card, her debit card. Yeah, she got mad because she threw it at me this morning when she wanted the electric bill paid. And our cards are on file, so the thing is. But when I challenged her about her owing me money, she's like, I think you heard it. Well, I won't have but a few $100s left in savings. But you got to pay your debts. That's the thing. You can't basically be a freeloader.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so, she got angry and then she stormed off to go to sleep, So I was like, whatever, dude. I mean, as I said to Pee Wee, the advocates turned around and said they won't help her till she gets medicated and in the hospital and then gets outpatient care too because they don't want to deal with this. I mean, the other day, I told Chloe to pack up and leave. So she turned around and called up the advocates for help. And instead, the reception answered the phone and she was dropping an F-bomb every other word. So the receptionist hung up and put in Chloe's violent. So when the advocate 1 answered the phone, Chloe was trying to weasel and small talk her way into apologizing. And in the end, the advocate says, get help. We're not helping you. Click. So that was it, Yeah, you'll probably see me sooner or later, GG. It depends on how long you're going to be, because, I'm not going to be here all day because, there's documents. But I told Mark I'd be here in the mornings if he wanted StreamYard. So that's what I'm doing. And Chris, he's usually on the mornings too, but he has, he had to do something this morning. He went to the movies last night, apparently, and watched that new Resident Evil movie. I found out here in town, they got that Norseman. Oh, there's the kitty cat. And then they got that Top Gun. There's 2 movies playing here at the theater. So I thought about watching Top Gun one of these days, in the theater, just to have the theater experience, Is that the kitty cat you found like or adopted like from a
Oh
kitten?
no, oh no, that's my male cat,
Well, where's the other
adult
kitty
cat.
cat? Well, where's the other
He,
one?
he's sleeping.
So you still have that one because I know you raised that one from
Yeah.
a baby.
Oh yeah, he's getting big, Rita. He's yeah.
Yeah,
Oh no, he's up. There he is. He's in the window. He just got up.
yeah. Probably you woke him up talking about him, and you're like, he's like, oh yeah, Dad's talking about me. I better go into the window. This one here is just eating like crazy, just literally eating like crazy.
Oh, your bunny.
Yeah, I mean this every morning, apparently I'm supposed to give them. Apparently they got to eat all the time. Apparently is what I understand, and I didn't know that. So so I give them food, and then like after his bowl's empty for like 4 hours, I start dancing around like, "Hey, mommy, feed me," and I do it in the evenings too. But last night I gave him a little, and then went to bed. And this morning he's just dancing around like, "Feed me," the old. Little Shop at Horrors. Feed me, Seymour, feed me. Instead, it's feed me, mommy, feed me. That reminds me of the talking plant. Instead it's Ebony hopping around saying, "Feed me, mommy, feed me," and I'm like, "I'll feed you when I get my coffee made." This morning, I basically said, "Okay, I'll feed you first," and then I went and made coffee. But that's the way it is. He just dances around the cage, and you know, he's an interesting bunny.
Oh yeah, I had a bunny, but I had to get rid of it because it was pooping everywhere. Didn't have a cage for it.
Well, you need to have a cage for it. That's the thing. Once you have a cage for it, they're
Yeah,
good pets. I mean, yeah, he's just like he ate his fill right now, so he's now laying down again. How much food did you eat this time, Ebo? Oh, you got plenty. He eats till he's full. And then later he eats some more, and he eats off and on. They're foragers, so they got to forage food all the time. So.
hmm.
But I just can't believe how small he is for a Dutch dwarf. They're just like tiny.
Oh yeah.
There's a lady that said that if you train your bunny properly, they'll sleep with you in your bed. But me, I'd be afraid to roll over on the bunny. So, that's why he's got his cage.
Right.
Yeah. So, you know. So, what's your plan for today? Anything special?
Nah, not really. Probably get some exercise. Probably. Yeah. Right.
Where do you go? Get smokes or tobacco or whatever?
Yeah. Yeah, that or lottery tickets or something like that.
Reminds me of my Uncle Donnie. He was a character by himself. I was talking about last night. I was talking to Gigi about him. He would literally sit there, right? And I'd run up to him in the store at times, and he'd be going grocery shopping. He'd have his little Vienna sausages and a kippered snacks and his sardines and herrings. And he'd be going down the aisles and he'd be like, "Oh, yeah, I want some of these little fuckers. Oh, I want some of these little fuckers. I'm going to get some of these little fuckers." And he'd buy, every time. Well, when we were at Walmart for like 6 months, he'd turn around and right at the checks out until Uncle Jack intervened one time and drove in there when we were there. We had a phone that we texted him. Uncle Jack decided to take a day off to take care of this problem. His Uncle Donnie would get in line. He'd be like, "Oh, I want this, I want that." And he'd buy it. And my husband would choose the longest line because he'd be like, "Well, we're waiting in line. I'm going to go have a smoke." Well, when the time comes up, it was either me or my husband had to buy his groceries. So eventually we told Uncle Jack after 6 times, do something. So they replaced the money that we lost. But the thing is Uncle Jack sat there one day and he's like, "I'm going to get a smoke," not realizing at the Walmart front of the store there's a bench. Uncle Jack gets up and says, "What are you doing?" "I'm going to get a smoke." "Oh, wait in line." It's like, "Yeah, you're not going to have these ladies, this lady and her husband pay for your groceries anymore. And he's like, so after that, Uncle Jack decided he needed a payee because he couldn't manage his food stamps and he couldn't manage cash because he was like, always, and he was a character by himself. I mean, I remember buying something a Booker knows. It's a bourbon. It's 127 proof bourbon by Jim Beam. Anyways, I'd buy a case. Well, me and his sister-in-law is the owner and contractor with State Liquor, so we got discounts of booze. So we'd buy a case, and it was expensive. She'd take 6 bottles. I'd take 6 bottles. And one time he was at the house, and he's like, "Oh, hey, Barb, what are you doing here?" "I'm picking up my 6 bottles after work." "Oh, cool. Can I have a double-double?" And she's like, "No." And I says, "He can have a double-double of mine, but there's a little condition." He's like, "Okay, what is it?" And Barb said, "What is it? You can have a sip of mine, Barb." She took a sip. She says, "I'll enjoy this at home." I said, "Once you have your double-double, Uncle Donnie, you're going to be escorted by Pam and Barb, Barb's niece, Aunt Pam, and Aunt Barb's niece. And they escorted him through the halls about maybe 30 or 40 feet to his apartment, got him to bed. And she says, "Why was that conditioned?" "Because it's a double-double, which means 4 shots of 127 proof. He's going to be out for the count." And that's what happened. He was out for the count for like all night.
Wow.
The next morning, I said, "How was your head?" "Oh, it doesn't bother me." But still, he was one of those. I was like, "There you go, send him home." Because he always we had a chalkboard, like chalkboard type situation up, but we'd mark my husband bought bottles and bottles in the case, and Uncle Donnie over the years would be like, "I don't have enough money. Can I mooch a bottle from you?" So eventually, we just started saying it. So eventually, Barb helped us pay off. They helped pay off his debt, which was like 76 bottles that he owed us. But it was kind of funny, because he, when he did have booze, he'd be buying like the $9 bourbons, the 10 high, and I'd be like, "Dude, this is made of grain and it doesn't taste like bourbon." And he'd be like, "This is some good little shit. This is good shit. This is good little fuckers." Yeah, right. Gut rot in a bottle.
How far are you from Walmart? Is there a Walmart?
We're about 80 miles because you got to take the ferry
wow.
40 miles and there to 40 miles. I think it is 20 or 40 miles. And then from there, you got to take the bus to March's Point, which is like 30 to 45 miles, transfer there, and then take another bus into Mount Vernon, which has the bus and it's the bus hub for Skagit and the Amtrak station and the Greyhound station and so forth. And then you take another bus to Walmart. So round trip takes 8 to 12 hours. So I decided, it's best.
So you'll be pretty close to Canada then.
Well, if you take the ferry when they open, it takes about 30 to 45 minutes by ferry from this terminal to go to Surrey, Canada and Victoria Island. And they take a bus up there to Victoria, British Columbia. But the ferries are closed because of the pandemic. But still, it's like 20 miles from the crow's nest. That's why half the time we get, when we do our internet speed test, it wants to connect us up to the Canada side of things because we're right there on the edge of Canada on an island.
Right, yeah.
So, but it's fun, So Pee Wee says, "I apologize. I was dealing with a Walmart order and computer no longer wants to multitask, cannot keep YouTube and Walmart at the same time." Well, that would mean I would suggest you restart your computers, Pee Wee, and dump all the memory, and then your computer will run fine. That's what I did this morning before I got on YouTube or StreamYards. I dumped all the memory off my computer because, I was on for 11 hours total on 2 videos. So the memory was clogged. So I just dumped it all and then restarted and it ran fast again. So you might want to do that too. But then again, Mark, of course, uses a phone. So, once in a while you got to restart your phone and dump all the memory on your phone too. Otherwise it gets slow.
Yeah.
Not that I know anything about technology. I don't. Rolling my eyes. So sorry you had to hear Chloe this morning, by the way, Mark. That was a real
treat. That's okay. It happens, Rita. You live with people, you argue sometimes.
Yeah, well, I apparently she doesn't like arguing, but she also goes to bed when she gets argued. But I had to confront her this morning. I mean, literally, you when you buy something that you want. You don't hear the excuse, "Well, you told me to get it because that's what's available." I hear that story all the time. And no, I said wings are L's. You know,
Right.
So, and then I asked for my receipts, and that's another thing. I just don't want to be running out of money before Friday because of the thing. And I got a couple bills to pay too, but I also joked about wouldn't matter to me if we lost electricity for the entire month. It means no YouTube, but at the same time, it teaches a lesson. I'd rather pay the reconnection fee than have the bill, because, she doesn't want to pay her debts. That's what really irritates me. So it is what it is, as Dad would say, you know. So Pee Wee
Right.
said she's gonna go real quick and restart her computer so it can run again smoother. So that's good and dandy for her. So, anyways, so I've been watching documentaries on the History Vault channel on Amazon. It's like $5 a month. And I've been watching documentaries on. I'm trying to finish up one about how frontiersmen paved the way for America. You know, like how they how President, Civil War, and then the Revolutionary War, then the War of 1812 with the British again, and then all that crap.
Right.
Yeah, and how they didn't invent the what do you call it, the wire, the wires, so they can send, the telegraphs. They didn't invent the
Yeah.
telegraph, so everything was slow back then. It was like, you want to say you did something, you got to send someone all the way back through hostile country. It might take 6 months to say, yes, we took California. I mean, that's how it was back then.
Right. Yeah.
And then they came up with the telegraph. But still, it was interesting back then. How history played a role.
Oh yeah.
And then when they got rid of telegraphs, they decided that snail mail would be faster. And then after snail mail, they turned around and decided that email's not better. It's like, what it is, what it is.
Mhm. So does Chloe have a car? Or?
No, she doesn't. She could have bought one, but she regrets it, not doing it. But she's got a bicycle. She paid like $2,500 for it. She doesn't even use it.
Wow.
And she paid like $500 for a trailer to tow Moppy around and get some camping gear. She won't even use the trailer. I mean, she's the problem is I told her before we buy the bike, think of the hills. She said, "Oh, I can handle it," but hills are like this, and then it goes down like this, and then it goes like this, and then it flattens out, and then it goes down like this, and then down like this, and then you're at the ferry terminal, so you got all these hills. I mean, the entire island's a bunch of hills, and the other day I was watching a movie with Dad, and it was filmed here on Friday Harbor, and Dad, my father-in-law said, "Damn it, Rita. No wonder why Chloe's an idiot." And I said, "What do you mean? She bought a bike when she knows there's too many hills." He says, "I finally got. They should have a view of all the islands on this movie." I said, "Yeah, they did. And there's hills here, and then the other islands got hills, and the third island's got hills, and the fourth island's got hills." He's like, "What the fuck? If you're strong and you are bicycle savvy, you can do it. But if you're not bicycle savvy, what do you do?
Right. Yeah.
At least with my bike, my trike, that costs like $2,500. I have brakes. I can stop it, take a break, and then pedal slowly up the hill, and then stop it again, and then get to where I need to go. So it might take me like 4 times as long, but at least I could do that. But when it comes to Chloe, she it's funny because she never uses it.
Wow.
Spent like $150 for a bike pump, to keep the tires pumped up, and the tires are flat. She won't even pump them. She's like, oh well, fuck it. So, I just don't even bother, So, it's funny,
Yeah, surprised Cam ain't on here. I'm surprised Cam ain't on here.
He said he had to do something. See, last night he got back from his movie, and then he said he had some stuff to do tomorrow, so he wasn't going to be on till later. Ricky, you remember Ricky, right? I can't remember his name. He goes by Mike Hill. He left. I think. I think he left off the channel again, unsubscribing after we got into an argument over Johnny Depp and Amber Heard and all this crap. I said I just don't give a shit. Johnny Depp wins, oh well, it's not our problem. But he was saying that, I think what he was trying to say is I must be naive because I follow the newspapers and everything, and that's not real news. Well, I don't follow Fox News either. I think Fox News is shit. I mean, we all have our opinion in where we go for news. You got one news agency, another news agency. I don't watch Newsmax or OEN, so to me, I don't care. And yet, they're like, oh, well, so it had to do with my news, and it is what it is. It is what it is, man. So
how far are you from Seattle?
90 miles from the crow's nest, but that takes like 6 hours to get there anyways, because you got to take the ferry. Then you got to take the 410 to March's Point. Then you got to take the what is it, the 80 or 90X to Mount Vernon, and that's like the 40X from Mount Vernon to Everett. And then you got to take a double-decker bus from Everett to Seattle.
Wow.
And then say you need to go to this hotel, like Chloe's mom paid for a hotel for her to stay the night before going to move to Ohio. Chloe didn't make it. I don't, hold on one second. Let me use the bathroom, but you cannot or not, because I don't have the headphones on. But did you ever hear the story about the Christmas fiasco with Chloe? Because if you haven't, I'll tell you. I think you'll find it really interesting, Mark. Okay, I'll tell you then when I get back.
All right.
Okay. All right, Mark. Hope you're ready for this story because it's pretty damn funny. So what happened was that it was December 10th, right? Chloe's mom told me if I paid for the airfare, Chloe's mom would pay for the hotel, right? And Chloe would go to Ohio to stay with her mom. But the kicker is Chloe was going to have free rent, free room and board in a farmhouse, free electricity, free water, free garbage, a 2018 to 2021 car. I think it was like 2020, 2020, brand new car. Everything mom planned it. So Chloe can get medical out there, right? So I tell Chloe, you better, on December 9th, you better get some sleep. You got to be up early in the morning to get the ferry so you can be down there by 3. So is that a train or something?
No, it's a lawnmower.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, story goes like this. Hold on. Story goes like this. So Chloe doesn't get up early. Doesn't get up early at all. And I tell her, you better get up. So when she gets up, I tell her, better get a shower, you better take your bags, and you better go to the ferry terminal. This is the ferry. She waits and waits and waits till around 4:15 at night and boards the ferry then, thinking she's got plenty of time because then she doesn't have much time to kill, right? Problem is her mom spent like $300 for this hotel room and it gives her a shuttle to the airport. So what she do? She gets on the ferry. I'm on Zoom with her mom and father-in-law. We're talking about what's up. And I said, I have a bad feeling about tonight. And her mom's calling said, oh, I think you're wrong. Poppy said, actually, when Rita's got a bad feeling, it's usually right. So Colleen calls and says, where are you? Oh, I'm on the ferry. I'll be there soon. So she gets off the ferry, goes up to the bus stop, which is like a 2-minute walk because it's like maybe 300 feet from the ferry terminals, the bus stop. She gets on. Mom calls her. So where are you now? I'm on the bus. So Chloe gets there, right? Meanwhile, I'm looking at the bus schedule thinking, I think Chloe missed her bus. Oh, no, you're just being paranoid, Rita. Gets out of at March's Point parking lot, gets on another bus and gets to the main bus depot where the train is, right? She gets off, walks in and says, well, when's this bus go? They said, oh, it left 15 minutes ago. It's the last bus. Chloe calls her mom. Her mom says, take a cab, do whatever. So Chloe talks to Amtrak, talks to Greyhound, talks to taxi cabs. No one wants to do it. She's like, I got like $200. I'll pay $200 to get the Everett and then go from there. Chloe's mom does the same, nothing. So Chloe's mom turns around and tells Chloe, you could have had everything and said you fucked up because you want to fucking make people's lives hell and you basically were stupid and not taking the earlier ferry. So Chloe's mom said, until you get mental help, I'm not dealing with you. You're on your own. You just cost me a lot of money while I'm going on cruises. You could have had everything covered. And that was it. Her mom emails once in a while like, how's the tea I sent you? It's fine. How's the tea I sent you? Oh, it's fine. How's my idiot kid? Oh, they did this, this, and this. I don't want them until they get mental help. So the fiasco is they didn't get on the bus, right? But they didn't take anyone's advice. After that, mom thinks they do everything on purpose. They do everything on purpose. So that's she could have had everything all covered. But Chloe, of course, was afraid mom's put her in a group home or put her on a payee status or control her money. I mean, mom wanted the best for you, and look what you did. So that was totally funny. But it's like the other day, she, like I said to you, she ripped the new one to the secretary. I mean, I was sitting in this chair watching her drop F-bombs, and I'm going. And then afterwards, I said, oh, do you want a breath mint for that potty mouth of yours? And they literally don't drop F-bombs at people. It's supposed to help you,
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, literally, I think she's decompressing. That's the word I was looking for last night. Decompressing, she's going through mental problems a lot harder, So, Pee Wee, are you back yet from your reset? Because I know I told you to reset. You said you're going to do that right away. So, So, yeah, that's what happened, in December, Now it's June, and I don't think she's ever going to get better, So, it's like a couple of my old YouTube guildmates, Tara J and Gabby, they wanted to do StreamYard too, and and touch base. Well, they knew back before I knew you, what was happening in Moses Lake with Chloe, and I'm telling you, they literally were warning me left and right, and things were getting done, but they knew they couldn't. No one can touch Chloe because Chloe's pre-operative. So, but post-operative, they'll touch everyone with a 10-foot pole, but pre-operative, they won't touch because of discrimination. So, they and I were talking about the past, and, they were all wondering what happened to the rest of the people. They just disbanded and went their own separate way, that's what happens in life, everyone disbands, so, but it was good to hear from them, and, the joke was Chloe's nickname was Bieber Babbitt. Bieber because Tara J said Chloe looked like Justin Bieber, and he acted like Raymond Babbitt from the Rain Man. So Bieber Babbitt.
Hmm.
And then Chloe's mom always nicknamed Chloe Tater Tots because it was a nickname. And so, last night, between Tara J and Gabby, they're all joking how they like to eat tater tots. I knew exactly what they were doing,
Right. Yeah.
It's one of those pet peeves. You don't bring up that nickname to anyone with Chloe because Chloe will freaking flip her lid. I'm a real woman. Her thing is I'm a real woman, But the thing is Black Jesus the other day asked me about this movie called What is a Woman? I found it. I gave it to Higgins, and I gave it to Higgins, and I gave it to Black Jesus on last night's YouTube, and they went and watched it, And he's like, "Oh, this is a great movie." Where here Jay said it's a diarrhea movie with Matt Walsh. Well, I thought it was interesting, but I couldn't recommend it,
Right.
Mm-hmm. Oh, cool, Pee Wee. Yeah, it's great. I didn't have a nightmare in a while, so I had a dream last night, but I couldn't remember what it was offhand. It was kind of interesting in my opinion. It was just totally interesting. I woke up this morning feeling pretty good. See, there he goes. Black Jesus is there. Mark, I loved it. Well, that's your opinion. Me. There was a meaning behind it, and there's two different meanings. You can be on the Matt Walsh side, or you can be on the transgender side. I try to play neutrality, for it, but still, I just thought, if you love the movie, that's your opinion. And at least, Black Jesus didn't tap in and come find the link to come in here too, because I told him outright, no, you and me, no one else right now. Now, Chris comes on, that'd be cool. Let Chris come on too,
Yeah.
So, apparently he's watching something called AEW. Well, that's fine. Whatever you're watching, I don't care. I guess you got two. You're watching two. You're watching two things at once. You're watching me apparently, and you're watching whatever you're watching. Black Jesus, So yeah, I thought Black Jesus was going to lose his mind today, Mark, all because of the Chloe blow up. But the thing is, I had to confront Chloe, on a few things. Yeah, he says no thanks. I don't like going live. Well, that's your opinion. I don't mind going live. I like my videos live anyways, so everyone can see it, and Mark can see it too. And Mark's awesome, by the way. Black Jesus. Mark's not. I'm gonna make a loving joke here and say Mark's not a panty-waist pussy like at times with some of my beloved moderators that stand around and know I'm being targeted, and Mark will go, wouldn't it be like, see ya, wouldn't want to be ya, click, bye-bye. It was like that, what was that other day? Remember you said something like, hey, Chris, you gonna do that? Chris is like, okay, click. Mm-hmm. Or Higgins, he's standing there going, I don't see a reason why we need to remove this person.
Yeah.
And at least with you, when you know the code 66, you're like, okay, the bastard's going bye-bye. That's it. Boss has spoken. I had a couple trolls the other day trolling me, and by the way, did you know Gail came back?
Oh.
Gail came back and got so mad. Apparently, Gail unsubscribed. Apparently, Gail was trying to tell me that all our milk is made in 3 different hubs, and we're going to be paying $10 a gallon for milk. Well, I don't know about you, Mark, but my milk's made in Seattle. So technically, you think I'm going to be paying $10 when it's made in Seattle?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, literally, she just kept pecking. And I don't know if Pee Wee was there at the time, but Gail was just pecking like trying to troll. And, I was like, you know what? If you want to sit here and talk this bullshit, then, you need to take a hike. So she's like, okay, goodbye. And she spoke B-Y, not B-Y-E, It's like,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, literally, she's like, you all are going to see it's going to be $10 a gallon for milk. You're all going to see it's $10 a gallon for milk. And she just kept pecking at it,
Wow. Yeah, I remember her. Yeah, that's way back.
Yeah, well,
Some
she
of
basically left. She got angry because I tried to tell her milk ain't gonna be $10 a gallon. And then she literally, I try to keep YouTube following their standards, right, on YouTube, so we don't get our video deleted. She literally turned around and called our president. We have to accept our president, even though you and others didn't vote for Biden. We still gotta give him respect that he's a hair smelling pedophile, and went on and on and on. And Chris said, "Look, we have to follow the guidelines. We can't lose this video because you're spewing crap." So she's like, "Oh, fine, goodbye."
wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then she literally said, like something like, "We need to get him out of office," and blah blah blah. He's a pedophile. And I'm like, "Look, we don't know what he is. We don't have the evidence. We don't have the intel. You could sit there and spew crap, and then he can go file defamation on your ass because you basically defamed him because, you want to defame him." I mean, yeah, so Gail left, but, I wasn't going to tolerate the $10 gallon milk pecking. I mean, what is your opinion? You think milk's going to be $10 a gallon? I don't. Not anytime soon. Maybe in 10 or 20 years.
Yeah, probably then.
10 or 20 years. I mean, in the meantime, why bother with it, But, oh, well, you're going to see it. In the next 3 to 6 months, milk's going to be $10 a gallon, and you're going to regret not telling me. No. Thing is, there's always a back door if you have to get it. Powdered milk, you can buy it by the bulk.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you had to choose between powdered milk and something else, you would choose the powdered milk.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, literally, there is always a back door to save some money somewhere.
What stores do you go to get your groceries at?
Well, I tried to follow Pee Wee's suggestion and go to Walmart, but every time I put stuff in the shopping cart, it would sell out. So my dry goods, I went through Amazon, but Amazon claims that they'd be delivered Friday, but I know damn good and well it won't be delivered Friday because they haven't shipped it as of right now. So it'll probably be delivered sometimes next week.
Oh, you shop online.
Well, yeah, I have my dry goods, and besides that,
Yeah.
the question you got to ask yourself, Mark, is, and I tried to tell Pee Wee this, and I think Pee Wee agrees, is what would you prefer? Would you prefer to eat canned soups, canned chili, canned stews, and everything else, or would you like to pay $30 for a rack of ribs? I mean, the price of meat's getting too expensive for even anyone to eat.
Yeah. Yep.
So I went ahead and bought a lot of dry goods,
Yep. Canned foods. Yep.
Yeah, so Pee Wee and Black Jesus are shooting the shit about. Yeah, I could have told you it was going to stay Democratic. You can't change California. California likes their freeloaders. There's 40 million people, and they say 30 million are freeloaders. So let's see. This week's savings on the grocery store, everyone, is buy one, get one free on hamburger, pork chops, London broil, and spare ribs. So that ain't bad a deal. Buy one, get one free. Buy two, get two free in Coke products. Chloe was all kicking herself in the butt last night over the fact that she couldn't go to the Safeway for bacon and stuff. She wanted 3-pound bacons. Not bacon ain't on sale this week, 2 for $3 in Prego. That ain't bad. Ice cream's still on sale again. Himpler's chicken breast kebabs. Here we go on the other meat. So I guess they don't have much on sale. Lamb chops are kind of expensive. Chicken breasts or thighs went up from $1.69 to $4.49 a pound. So they raised the price last night. So there you go. So now we know. I was hoping to get some chicken legs so I could fry up some chicken legs for dinner one of these days. I love chicken legs, fried.
That sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah, we know Pelosi's husband's charges were dropped, even though he got a DUI. Pee-wee. She's the third most powerful person in America. Do you think she's going to let her husband fry in jail for a DUI? No, they just swept it under the rug. But if you or I drove under the influence of Mark, we'd all be going to the pokey.
Hmm. So what restaurants are close to you? Yeah,
Oh
like
well, we walk a
McDonald's.
mile. We walk a mile away. No, we don't have any fast food here. Everything is mom and pop restaurants. For example, the Chinese restaurant here is a Chinese and Italian infused, so they serve Chinese and they serve pizza. Mark, Chinese
Oh,
expensive. They don't give you enough. They give you more rice than Chinese food, and then their pizzas they charge you an arm and a leg for because they're catering to tourists. You have like 4 or 5 fish and chip shops. Several restaurants went out of business because of the pandemic, but you have Rocky Bay for breakfast, Haley's for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Haley's is a bar. Herb's Tavern burned down recently. That's why the BATF was here checking for arson. And burned down 3 other businesses. You got Cask and Schooner, which does sit down food. You got the Downriggers. You got like another pizza place which only takes cash. You have Cousin Vinny's Italiano. That's expensive. It must have been $200 like a couple of years ago there. And they wouldn't even let Chloe take the wine home. She was going to buy some wine to have with our Italian food. And I had better Italian food at Red Lobster or Olive Garden or Buca di Beppa over that place, And then you got like the Hungry Clam went out of business. The Golden Triangle is I think it's a Thai restaurant. You have some Mexican. We had like 2 Mexican restaurants in town. One went out of business. It was in the hotel. And then you had the Hungry Clam. They went out of business. And then Tina's Tacos. That's the third Mexican place. Moved into where Hungry Clams is. So our businesses are slowly failing because of the economy here.
yeah.
Well, yesterday, Pee Wee, there was a deal on chicken legs. It was $1.69. Today, it's $4.49 a pound. Mm. The other day, I was looking at um, the menu. It was yesterday. I was looking at KFC because I like KFC once in a while. Turns out they got rid of their Nashville hot stuff. So I guess KFC's off my list to go travel to if I get around to a KFC. KFC's done. Uh, uh, Popeyes is pretty much done too. There's Subway. We have Subway in the Walmart that they don't do really well. Anacortes
Huh.
has a Subway, but I don't like Subway anymore. You get more bread than you do get toppings. And I used to go to Quiznos or Quizzanos, but Quizzanos ain't around anymore.
Wow.
You remember Quiznos with the little
Yeah.
talking rat? Yeah, toasty. And I like what's that? I like Jimmy John's. That's a pretty good place if you can get
Jimmy
one of
John.
those.
Well,
But Jimmy
yeah.
John's is not around here, so.
What about Buffalo Wild Wings?
Nearest ones like Mount Vernon or in south of us like what 70 miles, and then if you go to Bellingham, there's a B Dub Dub there. But trying to get to a B Dub Dub is like spending all day just to go to lunch. So it's like, what's the point?
Right. Yeah.
And oh yeah, Long Johns. Yeah, I had a buffet all you can eat Long Johns once in Nebraska. That was tasty, Pee Wee. I like Long John Silver's in Kentucky. Yeah, I like Kentucky too. But Popeyes ain't bad. I tried that in Portland. That wasn't bad. When I was in Portland last, I went to Buffalo Wild Wings. That was a great place, to eat. But one of the best places is the Cheerful Tortoise and the Cheerful Bullpen. Those places were awesome for wings. You can have like 30 different flavors of wings, at the Cheerful Bullpen or the Cheerful Tortoise.
Oh wow.
Yeah, well, I tried Popeyes. It's okay. But I prefer KFC. But they took away the Nashville hot, so that's off the menu. You know, and I don't mind Chick-fil-A either. They're not bad either if you can find one that isn't got a line out the door. Have you tried Chick-fil-A, Mark?
No, I haven't.
Well, they're not bad. The chicken and the biscuits good. They put these like little deep fried chickens inside biscuits, and they're good for breakfast.
Huh.
So to me, but I only tried Popeyes once when I was in Portland. I mostly went to Buffalo Wild Wings and the Cheerful Bullpen and Cheerful Tortoise, and there's a Blue 42 outside of Hillsboro, I believe it is, or Forest Grove that had some really good wings too. Yeah, well, I tried it, the one in Portland. I think it was in Hillsboro, or it might have been Hillsboro that was on the way to downtown Portland. They had one. But it was an interesting experience. I think I tried that the day I had my face done. We drove in there, and we were first in line to get food to eat on our way. But the funny thing about having face surgery is Tara Dinky pulled into the parking lot of the hospital where I had to get out. I didn't want to get out of the car. The chairs were the seats were heated, and when I got outside, it was freezing. So I was like, dude, let me just stick myself to the heated chairs. And stay toasty. You know how that is. Those heated chairs are nice.
Yep.
And then I had my own little dial so I could turn up the heat. So I turned it to the max, and I was like, oh, yeah, I don't want to leave. you
Yeah.
know, yeah, it's the way it is. It was just awesome, having heated seats. But nowadays, they have a pickup truck now, and Dinky's got a different. Dinky's husband, Corey, drives a truck, and she drives like this little fuel efficient car, but still.
Hmm.
But they live in Texas, so yeah, she messages me like every 3 or 4 days now. She goes MIA.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. No, okay. So my neighbor Trish texted me this morning. She told me the food bank, you can order your food and pick it up on Thursdays now.
yeah. Huh.
Well, that seems cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hey, Rita, I'm gonna get off here.
Sure. No problem.
So yeah, hey, it was good talking to you. You gonna be on tomorrow or?
I'm always on in the mornings, yes. So I'll do StreamYard if you're on. Hopefully we get Chris too.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I know you'd like touch base with Chris too.
Yeah. Chris is cool. Yeah.
Yeah, as long as he's not basically putting us on hold to go smoke a bowl every time we turn around. Remember, he always does that. Hold on a sec, gotta smoke a bowl.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, anyways, you have a wonderful day, whatever you're doing.
Okay. Yeah. You too, Rita. Have a good day. Okay.
You too. All right, take care, man.
All right. I'll talk to you later.
Yep, bye bye.
Bye bye.
So, anyways, everyone, I'm gonna use the restroom. I'll be right back. Cool, Pee Wee. That's good to know. Good to hear from Mark. So let's see. Popeyes is just gross. Yeah, okay, that's cool. Whatever. What happened? I told you what happened. I just went and used the toilet. I mean, you know, we have Safeway here. Safeway is owned by Albertsons. And Albertsons is a good little store, in my opinion. There we go. So, you know, excuse me, we don't even want to talk about dried chicken, Pee Wee. I already told you what happened with me, but I'll replay it for Black Pieces once again. So, talking about dried chicken, right? So the other day, Chloe brings me chicken from the deli, and as I said, I told Chloe chicken wings. Chicken legs. I told her you last night chicken wings. But anyways, we won't go back and replay what happened this morning. But I told Chloe chicken legs. Grab me like 4 or 8 chicken legs. I'll eat them, right? So, comes back with chicken tenders. Tasted like they're 3 days old and rubber. Literally, and dry as hell. I threw in the moppy and he was chewing it for like 5 minutes. I mean, he literally scarfs everything down. He couldn't even get it down fast enough. I think what's happening theoretically for this discussion, Pee Wee, is I think what the delis are doing around the country is they're making the chicken up. And some people are buying it, what they're not selling because of the expense. They're basically putting in the deep fryer for like maybe 2 or 3 minutes to heat it up again and then put it back under a heat lamp and then sell it until it's done. So it takes 3 days. You get 3-day-old chicken that's rubbery and reheated several times and reheated and rubbery is what I mean. So dry as hell because, once you make moist chicken in a deep fryer, it stays moist. You know this. But when you basically sit there and you deep fry it a second time to reheat it, throw it under heat lamp, the heat lamp and the deep fryer takes all the moisture and everything else. So your chicken starts to get drier and drier and rubbery. And so eventually, the stores are doing this to save expenses. And as long as they're doing it that way, they think they're saving themselves money and time, Yeah, well, our store. I mean, like the other day, Advocate 2, Courtney. She basically one day she tells me, "Yeah, I'm gonna go get some of those chicken tenders for dinner." I said, "I won't." She said, "Why?" I said, "Dry as hell." She said, "Oh, must be you." So the next day she emails me and she says, "You're right. They're dry as hell." I said, "Yeah, they're probably 3 days old. They're rubbery too." She says, "I know. I had a hard time chewing it. It was like." And finally you get to swallow a piece and you're like, ugh, rubbery. You know. And what I don't like is our grocery store here, King's, they have a full deli. So the story goes at King's is they charge like $12 to $14.99 for a whole chicken rotisserie, right? Thing is I'm not paying. Chloe said the other day, "Do you want me to get you 2 rotisserie chickens?" No, I'm not paying $30 for 2 fucking rotisserie chickens. It isn't worth the money, And that's why I was telling you guys the other day that you can live on canned goods. Unfortunately, people will usually get their food stamps between the 1st and the 10th. So between the 1st and the 10th, people are buying everything in bulk that they can between Walmart and Amazon. And that's why everything is sold out, No, we don't. I've never heard of it, Stater brother. Sorry to say, never heard of it till today. So sorry. But no, I mean, we have 2 grocery stores owned by the same guy. One's cheaper than the other, but he's raising his prices, And the deli department at King's is so expensive that, trying to get a deal on chicken used to be $4.99. Now it's like $14.99. How the hell does it justify $10 for a rotisserie chicken? Our town has King's Market and Deli, and upstairs in the grocery store there's King's Marina and Sporting Goods store, and then King's also owns the San Juan Brewing Company, and then King's owns the San Juan T-shirt company, and then King's owns the Friday Harbor Marketplace. So they own 5 businesses. So when the sheriff came last year and gave Chloe that no trespass orders for all 5 businesses, you know, which Chloe was really angry. So she had to go off island every month to go get groceries because she was wearing something too damn short, you know. Our rotisserie chickens have $8.99. It used to be six. Well, here it's freaking $14.99. Only place you can get a good deal on rotisserie chickens, Walmart, or not Walmart, Costco. I don't know what Walmart is, sorry, but Costco it's like $5. But my thing is I'm not paying that kind of price either, you know, um, for freaking food. You know, that's the thing. You know, we all have to cut corners somewhere. It's fast food or hot foods out. You know, it's like I told Chloe the other day. I could basically make mozzarella sticks at home cheaper than paying $14.99 for like 5 mozzarella sticks. And 5 mozzarella sticks is probably mozzarella sticks that came in a box. You know, and they're catering to tourists, so they want to rip off the tourists. Me, I'm not buying into it. You know, which reminds me, it's I need to email someone real quick, you know, a little email to my advocates. Just want to make sure about breakfast on Friday because I haven't heard an update. You know, and all right, so there we go. Sent and sent. There you go. So now we just wait for an email to come in. Dressing properly. Oh yeah, I know what you mean. And yeah, we're in both tourist towns. I mean, my tourist town, they rip off people. I mean, you know, like I said to Mark, it's like $30 minimum for a pizza. You know, and he asked about restaurants. There's just some restaurants are failing, some are being supportive, some are, you know, working certain hours, and you know, it's just hit and miss. I mean, you know, like I'm gonna be paying $10 for 5 mozzarella sticks and marinara. No, I'll just pay $8.99 for a box of 24, and then the marinara sauce. There's my meal. You know. You know, it's like last night. You know, Chloe thought I was going hungry on purpose. No, it was. I got up at like 4:30 yesterday morning, and I went to bed at like 10:30 at night. I was exhausted. You know, I got up this morning at 6:30. So to me, you know, it's fine and dandy. You know, and to me, you know, yeah. Well, she dresses like a whore. No offense. You know, and that's the thing. Her ass cheeks hanging. I mean, you know what upset? You know, the lady at the grocery store said, "What if you're outside?" You know, that's why she was arguing with that lady, and the wind blows, and a little kid standing there, right? And the wind blows up of her short dress, or t-shirt dress, or t-shirt that she made it into a dress, and then her underwear's got a bulge in it, and then they see something that, you know, because it's a bulge, right? Kids are gonna basically ask mommy about it, and this lady was being justified, and yet Chloe said, "That's discrimination." Yet Chloe gets angry when I walk in there, and they're like, "Hey Rita, how are you doing? You look really nice today. You know, wearing a nice long dress. You know, toting moppy around." It's like, "Oh, I need to get a couple items, maybe some bourbon and this or that, you know, or tequila." When Tara was visiting, and you know, Chloe, she's throwing a fit like, "No, I can't use the stores," you know. And then, you know, 4 months later, you know, after Chloe got served, you know, I'd go into the marketplace and they'd be like, "Hey, Rita, I don't see much of you." Yeah. Well, we heard about Chloe, you know. It's like, okay, you know, I'm getting a few items, you know. But, I tried to stay in because of the pandemic. But at the same time, she, of course, she still got, apparently they never served her the no trespass order at Rite Aid, but she keeps harassing Rite Aid from time to time. I think that's why she got rid of her phone because, the phone got locked up or something, so I couldn't make payments. So nowadays she just takes my phone, Well, you got Google Voice. Oh, so apparently there's an automatic reply to my advocate. Apparently it says she's on vacation still? Huh, that's odd. 610, okay. Okay. Alright. Alright, so apparently she's out, so we don't know what's happening. And she'll get back to me sometime today. Well, you should be resting, sis. I mean, I got up, after getting good night's sleep, but um, you know, and between you and I, since Chloe is sleeping, I will tell you this. I did pay half the electric bill, okay, my side, but they could still turn us off for $40. Negligence, you know. I'll see what Melissa has to say about breakfast, anyways, I don't either. That's the thing. She says it makes her comfortable, makes her feel better. Apparently, she's got something called PGAD, persistent genital arousal disorder, which means she's got to fix herself all the time. So the short clothes helps her with her PGAD or something. She said she's done a lot of research, and apparently it happens to women where they got to 95% of the time they can't leave their home because they got to masturbate all the time or something. I don't know how it works. Okay, don't quote me, and we won't go into details, but that's all I know. That's why if you ever get to meet after gaming girl, aka Tara J and Icky Gabby, you'll understand my former moderators that before you even met me, Pee Wee, they were looking after me, Moses Lake, and the old joke goes, and I'm going to say this is, they used to ask me where Chloe was at the time, and I'd be like, "Oh, Chloe's fixing herself." So Tara J used to say, "Oh, the invisible clitoris," So jokingly aside, and Chloe kept saying she had this female problem, and she needs to go to a specialist for it because that's and it keeps her from leaving the house and all this stuff. But the other thing, so to me, I don't know. I don't even question it. I just my motto is just leave me alone, So yeah. Well, I just throw on a t-shirt because I'm at home most of the time or sweats, But when I have to dress nicely, like Friday, I will put a dress on and I will walk out and try to be fashionable. Hopefully my dresses fit because I've gained a few pounds. But the point is, I try to do my best. Pee Wee, and so how it is. So look, Chloe's not going to be staying here for a long time. Jesus, okay, Black Jesus, because Pee Wee and I already know. And the advocates. I'm having breakfast with the advocates on Friday, okay? Let me tell you the story once again so you guys can so I can correct you, okay? And I don't like correcting people. When I was signing the lease, I asked the manager, do I have to sign it? Can we get the lease redone with the treadmill letter? She says we can, but we're here today to sign the lease. So I said, well, Chloe told the manager she wants her own place. She can't live with anyone. Manager said, okay, we'll look at it. I was in the office telling them Melissa, Advocate 3, that Chloe's email to that Pee Wee have seen the aggression letter about the aggression letter. Okay, so Chloe told the manager she wants her own place. Between Advocate 3 looking at housing for Chloe, and I already printed out, by the way, Advocate 1 and 3 took money out of their own pockets to give me printing paper. So I printed out the entire list of all the subsidized housing in the state. So Advocate 3 is right now using the telephone all the time, calling up these places, looking for places they can plunk Chloe, whether it be halfway across the state, okay, or on the other side of the mountains, all right? So don't tell me Chloe's going to stay here for a long time. Manager wagged her finger during the research and said, be civil. And Melissa, Advocate 3, said, Rita's always civil. It's Chloe that's not civil. And then a few days later, Chloe blows her stack with Carmen, the receptionist and office manager for the advocates. And that's when Ashley, advocate one, said they're not helping until Chloe gets medicated. So there's one card I can use. Okay, one card in the deck, Black Jesus. And Pee Wee knows by now, as well as you should know, because frankly, I think you're basically being absent-minded and basically thinking your own opinions. Is I got one card. It's called the nuclear option. To do the nuclear option, I got to make sure it's watertight. No, it's not murder. It isn't anything like that. I'm against violence, but the nuclear option is the only card I have. So as Pee Wee knows, you got to be patient. So I'm having a meeting with advocates 1 and 3 for breakfast, which they're paying for, and we're going to be discussing things, including the nuclear option. Meanwhile, you say, I don't think Chloe's leaving. Look, Chloe could have left and moved to Ohio, but she decided not. She took the last ferry. I said this already. And the last bus, and the last this, and missed a bus. Missed her plane, missed everything. So when you say, whatever, everyone knows I'm patient as a saint. You have to sit back and wait. But you turn around and say, look, there is a nuclear card option. I haven't used it yet because I want to make sure it's watertight, Maybe it's a fetish thing, Pee Wee. So if you want to say Chloe's in there, Pee Wee already knows that we have nuclear options. We have other options. Pee Wee gave me some options the other day via email. So when you say Chloe's going to be here, no, she won't. I mean, I gave a stack like this, probably 300 pages of freaking printed material to make phone calls for around the state. I've done my job already, time and time again. I got to sit here in the command chair and wait patiently. But you want to sit there and say, oh, well, I mean, look, we got to sit back and wait. Yeah, well, I said fetish. Remember, I said the word fetish. Yeah. Now, at least Pee Wee's basically talking some sense, whereas Black Jesus isn't, Sexy and cheap. Yeah, I know. I know, sis. And I agree with you 100%. You don't see me dress. I mean, when I dress classy, I dress classy. I don't dress like a cheap whore or a $2 hooker. She's hotter than a $2 pistol. She's the fastest thing around. She's hotter than a $2 pistol. Yep, just checking my Walmart orders. Not shipped. Oh, I know completely what you're saying, and I apologize if you think I'm ripping Black Jesus new one. He just doesn't understand. Actually, the reason I use fetishes, did you see my husband's video where he said there's some people that's sex changing it for fetishes? Yeah, that's why I said what I said. She is always trolling. I mean, look, she trolled. You saw the letter. She literally attacked her ex-roommate to get a mental buzz, and when that didn't work, I mean, literally, she got a mental buzz with the grocery store, and they put a no trespass order for a year. Yeah, and then she couldn't win. Then she had to wait a year, and then, now she wears pants when she goes to town, so she doesn't get that at the grocery store. She goes off. She wears something too damn short, But I mean, she trolls all the time. The other day, there's this transgender girl supposedly had their balls cut off, right? Well, he goes on Instagram and says, "Oh, look, you look like a man. You look like a man. You look like a genetic man trying to be a woman with a flat top." Goes on and on and on. Well, that's Chloe's version of trolling. Chloe wants to have some fun with these people, and then she's like, "Oh yeah, I've seen better looking women than you," and no one wants to see your ass cheeks and being semi naked. You're never going to get implants and blah blah blah, and on and on and on. So Chloe trolls a lot of people. Bun bun, bunny bunny, booner booner. Come here. It's time to show you off again today. Tell me, are you happy today? What's up, little chicken? Huh? I'm not a poultry. Actually, by classification, if you were going to be cooked, you'd be considered a poultry. But you can't be cooked because you're too damn cute. And I don't want to piss anyone off, but I've had rabbit many times. But you know what? When I see a rabbit now, I don't want to eat it because they're just so cute and they're so innocent. And people shouldn't be eating bunnies. There's other things they could be eating. Give me a kissy. Oh, yeah, look at that. He's kissing me, Pee-wee. He's kissing me. Oh, yeah, I love this little guy. Don't you, Pee-wee? Don't you? Oh, yeah. Kiss me, kiss me, kiss me once and kiss me twice. One of the joys in life. My pride and joy, the apple in my eye, right here. Look how tiny he is. He can fit right in my palm. See, look at this. As long as I balance him out, he fits right in my palm. See? And he doesn't mind it. That's the thing. He's so gentle and docile. Yeah, you're a good little bun, aren't you? Let's look at those teethers. So the other day, he was doing this thing on my shirt like this, like he's trying to scratch me, and then he bit me in my shirt right by my belly button. Damn. Even though he didn't put a hole in the shirt, he pinched me. And then you can tell those little chompers are basically sharp because I was like, ouch. And he looked at me and I was like, you don't do that to the mama. Oh yeah, all right. You gotta do your thing, and I'm gonna leave too because no one's here. You're leaving, and I want to watch the diet. I want to. Yeah, he's a good kisser. I want to let you have your breakfast anyways, but I need to go anyways because I want to watch a documentary and hope like how Chloe wakes up, calm down, so she can talk sensible. Thing is, Chloe won't talk sensible about anything, So I want to say, enjoy your breakfast, Pee-wee. You and Dan's breakfast together. When and if I get around to eating something, it'll probably be my marinara sauce and whatchamacallit heated, So, you enjoy your day, Pee-wee. Like I said, I'm gonna wait till Chloe wakes up and is calmed down. And hope like hell I can talk some reason into her because, I'm a saint. Otherwise, I'm going to watch a documentary the rest of the day because unless someone messages me on Discord or something for wanting me to come back to StreamYard, I'm not going to come back to StreamYard, So, that's something I want to say so, I have noticed lately he likes the attention. You mean Chloe? Is that what you meant? Chloe likes the attention? Yeah. Mother of Uvalde student demands gun control. Yeah, okay. So is that what you meant? Is that what you meant? You said Chloe likes the attention? I mean, I wish you would clarify before you left. If you have to leave, that's fine too. Or are you talking about the bunny? I know Dan doesn't want attention. He tries to avoid it. So, But anyways, you behave yourself, sis. Like I said, I'll be watching a documentary and hoping like hell I can have some reason, And I've been here for 3 hours anyways. So, Black Jesus, do you have anything to say before I leave myself? Because frankly, I don't want to be here for the rest of the day. I spent too much time yesterday, and it was good catching up with Tara J and Gabby. So, if Tara J and Gabby want me to come back, they can Discord me and I can go straight back here to StreamYard for both of them. But in the meantime, I want to ask you specifically if you want me if you have anything to say or do before I leave. So I'm giving you a chance today before I just log off and go watch TV. I think I got bit by a spider. That's why my freaking neck's swelling up like tighter than Dick's hat, man. I can feel there's a bump on my thing, and it doesn't look like a pimple from what I gather. It'll pop eventually, so. Anywho, since you don't have anything to say and we have 0 people, I'm going to say to everyone, please add and subscribe. Please post comments, leave feedback, suggestions, like, subscribe buttons. Also funny for your family, including your dogs, cats, your bunnies, your service dogs, your service bunnies. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please leave comments. Nice is all we ask. Thank you, everyone, and God bless you in everything you do.